Okay, hello and welcome to another 100 days video. So this one, we are doing another 100 days in Vault Hunters. And the reason for that is because we're only at level 56. And our goal for this is to actually go through all of the content. Which means we gotta get all the quests completed. Which means we need to at least get to level 100 and get all the 25 artifacts. And honestly, it's going to be a little bit insane because we have to get level 100 and then we have to defeat the Vault Herald, and then there's prestige levels on top of that, apparently, that you can go even further. And by the way, if you don't know what Vault Hunters is, it's essentially a mod pack where you go into procedurally generated dungeons, and the one that we're about to run is a scavenger hunt with a bunch of modifiers on it that I put on here. So it's a scavenger hunt, so we have to find specific things in chests or in ores, and so I decided to add we get extra experience from completing it. There's more ores in it, more coin piles, more living, ornate, gilded, and wooden chests. The mobs are a little bit stronger and, faster, but it's not too big of a deal. And essentially, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be running it and seeing what we end up getting. And you know what? Let's just do this. By the way, if you do want to support the channel, please like this video and subscribe for, everything that we may be doing. As well as, if you can, I honestly, if you like seeing my videos as soon as they are, completed, and I can get them uploaded, then I would highly, highly recommend becoming a YouTube member. It's literally $1 a month, and essentially, it's the best way to not only support me, but also to just get to see my content as soon as you can. Also, it looks like we need old books from wooden chests, green bangles, coin piles, purple mob essence from mobs, zombie arms from living chests, and spider soul charms from gilded chests, which honestly shouldn't be too bad, since none of these things are incredibly rare. What I need to do is turn on my pickup upgrade so we can pick up everything we want to pick up into our backpack. And of course, we're just gonna be going through and looting and seeing if we can find anything that's kind of crazy, kind of dope. That's just what this mod pack is. Also, I forget that I don't need to worry about fall damage anymore because I have bouncy shoes, which is dope. If you do want to see the previous 100 days to see how we got here, the video should be, there should be a card somewhere at the beginning, and there should also be, it should be I don't even know. It should just be there if you want to check out my channel. It should be in the description, or not description, the recommended videos. But if you guys do enjoy these particular kinds of videos, let me know, and I will just continue to make them. Also, we got a vault particle trail. A place to companion home to give your companion a trail. It looks like we also got a sack. It doesn't really seem like we need anything in particular from these ornate chests. So I guess we'll just loot them up and then continue carrying on. Because of course, if we don't need anything from these, they're not super worth us looting. What did I need? Green bangles from, shoot, those are, wait, we got one. We have one. Okay, not too bad. Well, looks like there's some coin piles down here that we can yoink. Maybe we'll get another green bangle, who knows? We did get a cracked pearl, which is the omega level, so if you guys are looking at our, the scavenger hunt items, essentially there's a rarity to different things. We did get our 2 green bangles, which is kind of amazing. Each thing has a rarity, which dictates how much we're likely to find of it in a particular, vault. And so, green bangles are epic rarity, but omega rarity is green, and we found the green rarity of the thing that we find in coin piles, which is a little bit insane. Also, that guy was trapped, apparently. Of course it was trapped. That's great. You'd love to see it when the stuff's trapped. That guy is a champion mob. That's why he's got, like, a little crown thing on his head, which is why we're gonna be a little bit careful, because he could probably do a lot of damage to me. So we're just gonna, we're just gonna be very careful. What did he end up giving us? Hey, rare plus sword. Not bad. Okay. What did we need zombie arms from these living chests, so, zombie arm, por favor, please. Okay, that's all the chests, I guess. And in order to complete the scavenger hunt crystal or scavenger hunt vault, we need to actually deposit the items into these scavenger altars. So now it's erased from the top. Now all we need to do is find ourselves the rest of the stuff. So we need one more old book, and then we're gonna need zombie arms, spider soul charms, purple mob essence. Purple mob essence, I think, is from assassin mobs, which are a little bit more dangerous than other normal mobs, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now, since we don't have any ores that we need as a normal thing for this vault crystal to actually complete it, I would have ignored the ore room, but I do actually need player gems, which are those rare looking ones, the strange looking ones like Opaline, Ashium, Gorgonite, Bombignite, and Xenium. The cool looking ores, essentially. Also, we got 2 purple mob essence, which is actually just the perfect amount that we needed. And the reason why I am collecting those in specificity, I don't, words, is because they are particularly more rare than other gems, and they're incredibly valuable, and we need a large amount of them, which is going to be quite difficult for us to do if we don't do it just like I just did, you know? It looks like we're gonna be able to take out all these guys, and then we can mine all this stuff and get the player gems, because thankfully there's even more player gems. And of course, Pizza Night as well. Pizza Night is another player gem, so honestly, we're getting a crazy amount of player gems for this vault not being, you know, a mine vault, which is what I did at the end of the first 100 days. If you want to check that out, I would highly recommend it, because we mined like several it was like 700 ores, but we will be doing it again once we get to a higher level and we can put even more things onto that vault crystal, and we're going to be going a little bit crazy with it. It's going to be a little interesting, but stay tuned for that. Also, we can deposit the purple mob essence right over here. I don't actually think I've gone down, so we might as well go down just to check out if we can find any better ores. And you know what? Finding a sparkletine, not bad whatsoever. I will definitely take that, because sparkletine is, again, another one of the player gems. So we've got, what, 7 out of the total? There's a total of 9 different player gems, and we just got 7 of them in one vault, which is kind of absurd. 8 actually, because Escalium's another one. That's kind of absurd, because normally you would never find nearly this many player gems. I don't know why we're getting so lucky. Maybe it's because I have my companion now, but honestly, that's kind of amazing. Well, these are gilded chests, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate our coin explosion. Wait, no, that's a different one. But it's all good, because we did also get a spider soul charm, which is perfect, and we are going to need a total of 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2. And that shouldn't be too difficult to actually do. Already got 2, which is perfect, because we can worry about everything a little bit later. I still am going to need some more wooden chests, but now we don't need to worry about finding gilded chests. I still just need living and wooden chests, which is not bad whatsoever. You'll love to see it. Also, I don't need my water bucket, so I don't know why I keep trying to use it, but you know what? It's all good. We're going to just head on this direction, because we can. Free gilded chests, you love to see it. I mean, hey, we found the living chests too, which is great. First zombie arm, can we get our second and third, please? Because then all I have to worry about is getting the old books from wooden chests, which shouldn't be too difficult. So if I can get zombie arms, that's all I ask for. Zombie arm? No zombie arm. Zombie arm, perfect. 2 out of 3. And okay, what about in you? Come on, give me zombie arm. No zombie arm. We did end up getting a star particle trail, which I guess is a rare particle trail. I don't know, it looked really cool. We got some zombie brains. Is there potentially any more? I don't think there's any more back there, but I think that means we're at 2 of 3. So we're close, we're just not there quite yet. Also, we found a companion relic to add living to our companion, which is a little... Regardless, I do think we need to... Oh, I hadn't looted this one. That would have... If that had the zombie arm, I would have cringed so badly, because that could have been so bad. Oh, we found another ore room, I guess, and this one has even more player gems, which is kind of amazing. I'm very surprised at how many player gems are in these. I don't know if the rarities and stuff have increased, or if something has changed since we got to a higher level, or maybe I'm just getting really lucky, or maybe the increase in scavenger hunt vaults with plentiful and other stuff is a little higher. It's kind of crazy. We still just need one more of each of these though, so I don't think I can spend too much time in here, which is really kind of a bummer, because I would love to. Also, those guys were some skeletons that are assassin mobs, and they give you wither, which was why I did not want to take damage from them because they hurt. But anyway, we're just going to continue on because we can. Now, that is really lucky. We finally found some more living chests. That took way too long to actually find some more. But we also got the old books taken care of, so what we can do is now I just need to get myself a zombie arm from you guys. Please give me a zombie arm. Zombie arm? No zombie. Okay, zombie arm. No zombie arm. If we don't get one from this, I might cry. This is zombie arm? Okay, we got one. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that's all I asked for. Oh jeez, that could have been bad. This guy is a strongbox, so I have to break it manually. It was trapped, and the dudes tried to attack me, but you know what? We survive. We prevail. And you know what? Let's just come over here. We can take you guys out nice and easy. We can potentially get some better loot. Nope. Leggings, I'll take you. And some extra foci, I'll take you. Perfect. And now we are about to leave the vault. Let's see how much XP we got. We got it ended at 55k. Honestly, not a terrible haul. Pretty decent, to be honest. Leveled up, I've gained an extra relic slot and an extra particle slot. So, rest time, 59 minutes. 41 minutes to rest. Okay. So, star particle trail. I can put a particle trail there, and I can put the relic there. Level 3. Okay. Honestly, resting, what does it need to rest for? Is that how long it needs to rest before I get to use its thing again? Probably. But now we've got him again. We're still good. Let's get some sleep real quick, and then we can look through. Oh my gosh, we got so much stuff from that vault. That's kind of amazing. We got an additional vault particle trail, which is cool. And in order to get a more echo, 4 echo, we need to complete one more scavenger hunt vault, and I also need to find zombie brains. So we need to go in and get another scavenger hunt vault, which thankfully we've got you. And what I can also do is we'll just make ourselves 4 more seals of the hunter, just so that we have them. Oh my gosh, I just sneezed so hard. That was bad. Let's open up the crate. And what we can do is we can take our crystal, which is right over here, and we can plop it on. Scavenger hunt. This one, I don't think we're gonna plop all the modifiers on, but I don't know. I'm contemplating doing it, but I don't think we do, just because unless we're fully specking to find like one particular thing, I don't think it's worth it. Unless I do have extra catalyst. Do I have extra catalysts? Catalysts. I could add some extra time to it, which would probably be not the worst idea. This one is a size 11, that one's size 9, this one's size 16. I'll use the larger sized ones because they just take up more capacity, so I'll use them instead. I'll just save other stuff. Ended up getting no negative modifiers, which is kind of amazing. Plop you on, and let's give a look-see at what we ended up getting. A couple mod boxes, which I'm saving for when we unlock some more mods. What I can do, actually, though, is I can give myself all the knowledge stars from all of our knowledge essence that we've been accumulating. And we can look at getting backpacks, which would be big. So would some other things, but I do think if we're just going to be like full greed looting, I really think that backpacks is definitely the way to go. And then how much is the next one? 11. So we're 2 knowledge away, which I think I can actually make. We definitely can. That's incredible. Okay, so we'll just make 2, because we don't need more than 2 for now, at least. And then we got you guys, 2 of you. Actually, we could only make 2, which is fine. And we'll just unlock big backpacks, so we can make the biggest of backpacks to store our stuff in. Which I guess means that I should probably empty this out, and we should roll all the gear. We also got some booster packs, which we can open in a second. Or should I save them for the end of the video, for when I finish 100 days? I don't know. We did get a Skulk Sword, which does 46 attack damage. Attack speed is a little lower, but same sweeping hit chance as our current sword, and we could potentially get some better rolls. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna re-roll it until we get something crazy on it, and then we're gonna use our new one. And then, is anything else super crazy? Not really, honestly. Our current stuff is pretty decent, so we'll just scrap everything else. Okay, how much is it gonna cost us to upgrade our loot belt to a backpack? A small backpack is just gonna cost us a pog. I should probably get it emptied out first. Perfection, now we've just got our... honestly, we'll take out the upgrades too, just so that we don't have to worry about them. There we go. Because potentially the upgrades could get erased, but who knows, right? So let's do that. And then we'll chuck our loot belt in there, and then loot belt upgrade to a backpack. We need a pog, which we'll chuck in there, and loot. Probably should keep that guy, because apparently it doesn't want to autofill into here, so we'll do that. So now we've got a small backpack. What is it going to cost us to upgrade it? It's going to cost us an echo pog, which is going to be 8 pogs and a perfect echo gem, which is 4 of our echo, which is quite a bit actually, and 8 pogs, which is going to cost us quite a few player gems. So honestly, you know what? I think it's worth it, just so that we have the extra space. We're going to commit to it, just because we can, and you know what? I'm not going to look back, I'm not going to, like, complain or anything. We're just going to go for it. Okay, it didn't delete anything, which is good. We can check our void upgrade, our pickup upgrade in there, and then I think we can upgrade the stack upgrades. Can't we? Yeah, they just cost a couple pogs as well, so we can get 4 of you guys, and then we'll just upgrade both of them. Why not? Is there a tier 4? Tier 4 costs echo pogs, which is a little rough, but it shouldn't be too awful. We can probably upgrade one of them. I think that's what we'll do, because I don't want to risk, or like, I don't want to overspend, is the real thing, to be honest. So we've got you, and we'll do... It's an investment for the future. So we get our echo, and then we get ourselves 8 more player gems, which is real rough. I don't actually know what our gems are at right now. We'll have to check it out in a second. Let's see. Okay, perfect. We got that guy. And now what we will do is we'll check that on our back and stack upgrade. And now we can store up to 8,000 in one stack, which is kind of incredible. What I should probably also do is just create a couple more stack upgrades, because I think we can have 4 in there, which honestly will be insane because it multiplies them by each other. So the more we have of higher tier 1s, the better. So what I think I will do is I think I will make all 4 of them be full level 3. And then we'll just have one be the level 4. Just so that we can get, like, how many can fit? 524,000. So we're good on... We can fit as much as we want in each stack now. Of course, they multiply off each other, so now it's 65,000 and then times 8, which is incredible, to be honest. And you know what? We'll upgrade our prime amplification to increase our area of effect while above 80% health, which is incredible, because what we can do with that is going to upgrade the area of effect of our shocking hit from our sword, which is pretty decent. It's 39%, so essentially 1 out of every 3 swings will get a shocking hit. As well as extra dungeon damage, which helps us deal more damage to dungeon mobs, which have a ton more health, so it's something we needed to worry about. I did upgrade my leggings to be to the current, our current level. I had to use one of my special foci for it, but kind of worth it, I guess. And... wait, if it's 12% resistance for 5 pieces, that's 60% resistance. Just base. So, wait, isn't there a thing? Isn't there a thing in here? Where is it? Last stand, extra resistance while below 20. That looks like a 40% to me. I'm gonna have to do some testing to see if that works. If it does, we may respec everything to go 20% health, insane loot strat. I think that might be a play. 'Cause if we can just avoid taking all damage, that's gonna be a little crazy, huh? Also, you know what? I decided we're gonna open the booster packs. So, green stat card to add extra item quantity. Okay, dope. Plus a resistance card to add that. This one's a foil plus 2 mining speed stat card. We could also get a yellow +1 ability power card. That's big. vault diamond per 12 or 3 vault bronze per 100 or per 14 mobs killed. Honestly, that one sounds like a play. And of course our deck is, I changed to a champion deck because of course I decided to do that, and what I can do is I can actually, I'll switch these guys out because that'll increase this one for each yellow card in the row, and that means that this one will still get nearly max. Red adjacent stat card. This one's an evolution card. That one's an evolution card. That one's a resource card. So this one actually is getting no... it's getting 1. It's getting 1, so plus 0.2 ability power, which is not as good as plus 0.5. And then vault bronze per mobs killed is better than chests looted, because we loot less chests. Health is not as good as item quantity, so we'll do that. We'll change those guys out. And then, I guess we'll just scrap these guys. No reason not to, really. You just gotta flip the lever. Juice them, of course, nice and quick and easy. And these are essentially cards that you put in a deck to modify your stats and change some stuff up. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. I also don't know what goes in the necklace slot. So, necklace. Tenos' necklace. Okay, that goes in a red trinket. Unidentified void stone. Okay, so it's a junk management thing. Okay, gotcha. So it's not something we have to worry about. It just is something for us to not have to use a slot in our inventory to carry some stuff. But you know what? Let's just go into the vault because we can and see what we end up getting, because who knows, right? Okay, it looks like we need a wizard wand, which is an omega rarity one from ornates. And we need some red scrolls, some skeleton bone shards, and some zombie arms. Okay, so just nothing from wooden chests. Alright, fair enough. Hey, we got our very first red scroll, which is great. Now I just need another, what, 4? Yeah, hey, it's not too bad, right? It's all good. And you know what? Not too shabby. We got the living stuff, like, right off rip, which was kind of crazy, but I do think the rest of it's gonna take a little bit more time, because I still have yet to find a single ornate chest, and that's probably gonna be the hardest one to actually get out of them all, so I don't even know, but, I mean, hey. Other than that, I just need to find an ore room, and we'll have skeleton bone shards. Easy peasy. Okay, let's see how long it takes for me to get those 5 skeleton bone shards just from mining this. Okay, we're gonna go 1 POI at a time, then we're gonna look. So, not even done with our first POI. What are we at? We're at 1. Okay, not bad, not bad. But what will we be at total in a second is the real question, because I don't actually know. Intrigued by the premise that we might get most of them in 1 POI, but yeah, 3. So more than half in a singular POI, which is kind of incredible. I've already cleared out most of the upstairs, and I think that's the rest of the skeleton bone shards taken care of completely right now, which is kind of absurd. 4. Okay, so not insanely done yet. But it's all good. We got them probably now, right? Yep, 5 skeleton bone shards. Perfect. It's nice and easy, nice and simple. Now I don't need to worry about mining any more ores, though I probably will mine the rest of this room just so that we have some more ores. Although, I mean, we're pretty good, actually. We don't really need them. I don't know. I don't think I need them. I think we're pretty good, you know, just with, like, all things considered. You know what, we'll chuck those in there, and then we'll just continue skedaddling, because I still need to find more gilded chests, and I need to find a singular ornate chest, because apparently they just don't want to exist for me. Oh my gosh, finally, ornate chests. Can we get a wizard wand? Wizard wand, wand wizard. Okay, that's fine. Wait, we found it. We found a wizard wand. That's actually insane. What? We got one. Now I don't need to worry about it. We just need to complete the vault and do it, and then we're good. That's actually insane. I was not expecting to find wizard wand, because omega stuff is actually really hard to find sometimes, but especially when you're looking for them, because apparently I can't find... if you guys saw the last part of the first 100 days, you guys will know I struggled so hard to get, you know, a single epic thing from ornate chests, much less the omega one. But the fact that we just got it, you know what? Fair enough. There's been redemption, and we can deposit it right over there, and then I just need gilded chests, and then we're good. do we have? We have 2 of 5, so we're part of the way in. Okay, we found them all, which is perfect. We can deposit that, and then we'll come over, we'll fight these guys, we'll see what we end up getting from these 2 beautiful wooden chests over here. Absolutely nothing and absolutely nothing, and let's see how much XP we ended up getting from that vault. Of course, we didn't stay an insane amount of time, but, I mean, hey, we did quite a bit, so it's not the end of the world. We did complete it, 53k XP, a good, healthy amount. We also got our level up, which is perfect. I think that we also got both of these guys completed, which is perfect, because that's like 6 echo, which is amazing. And then I guess we'll re-roll this guy until we get it to give us echo. 2 echo. I mean, 2 echo is not ideal. Maybe we can get more. I don't know. Okay, perfect. We got 4 echo right here. Find 6 drowned hide in the vault, so we got to do some more scavenger hunts, but that's fine. Claim both of you guys. And we also got another one of the stamp collections, which is great. At the vault, did I chuck any stamp stuff into here is the question. It doesn't look like it, which is good, because that would have sucked, but, you know, it's all good. Idona's pendant definitely helps with soul quantity. If we wanted to farm soul shards, which we could do, that would be kind of crazy, is we could get a full setup of soul shard gear, which I might want to do, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Let's just roll, you guys. Anything crazy for the omegas? Yeah, we'll keep an omega idle, and this chest plate, 16, 14.5. Our current one's just so much better. Our current one's max rolls, max roll resistance, max roll mana, max roll item quantity, nearly max roll mana regen. Our current one's also living, so it levels up with us. It's taken like no durability damage, which is insane. These guys have living too, but they're both just rare. One's actually just scrappy, but this one's rare. Epic boots. No, still not as good as our current boots. I don't know. It's tough to get stuff that's as good as our current stuff. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to, you know, keep searching, keep rolling, keep scrapping stuff. Okay, well, let's get some sleep, and then we're about to head into our vault, hopefully to get all of the stuff we need for our last bounty, which is drowned hide. We need 6 drowned hide from living chests. Hopefully that's one of the things we actually need, and we're just gonna do it. And then I have a couple things that I want to do other than that in this 100 days. It looks like companion challenge, 1x living. These are companion ones, so we can just kind of head in. Doesn't look like there's any living specific stuff that we need, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's not too big of a deal. Purely because, I mean, I don't really care. Because, I mean, we're going to loot living chests anyway, so we're just going to go. And hopefully, we need old books. We need 10 old books, which is quite a bit. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We should be able to get through it just fine. Yep, 1 old book already. You'll love to see it. Also, what's nice is in companion stuff, what we'll still have access to is we still have access to getting catalyst fragments, which is great. Because we need those, so I'm very happy with that. But I guess we'll just continue and see if we find anything interesting. We need some spider soul charm, some black mob essence, some empty jars. We got a little gilded POI down here, which is perfect because we need gilded stuff. Of course I get earrings, which is the omega rarity thing. And then we get red scroll, okay, and no spider soul charms, which is a little bit of a bummer because we need them. And of course we get spider webbing spool as well, which is rare as well, which is just great. We get the omega rarity stuff, but I can't seem to find just the normal common rarity stuff, which is crazy. It's kind of goofy, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll get it eventually, I think. Ooh, there's a little secret back here with some ores. Ooh, player gem. Nice. You'll love to see it. I did end up getting all of the spider soul charms, empty jars, and old books that I needed. So we can toss these in here. I don't know. Okay, we have 12 out of the 15 black mob essence. So we need a little bit more. But so far, I guess we can just loot and get a bunch of mobs taken care of, and then I mean, it should take care of itself, right? That's pretty simple. Simple, easy, nice. We just keep going on. We get all the loot. We got quite a bit of loot already. But I do want to farm a little bit more. We did get another companion relic for Gilded. And we'll have to check out everything else. We also got another one of the stamp collection things. So that's cool. I don't know quite how rare they are, but we also got a couple other things that are honestly pretty cool. Well, you know, I think we got a pretty good amount of stuff in, and we're just gonna complete the vault, because there's not much else I really want to worry about. We're just gonna take it, and let's see what we ended up getting XP-wise. Hopefully we should level up to level 59, and each level costs an insane amount of XP now, to the point where I'm contemplating trying some other methods, because our current XP gain, or XP need, I guess we'll have to check it in here. We need 98,000 for one level, which is a little absurd. Oh, our pet leveled up. So, at level 4, it needs 125. Okay, never mind. The pets need a lot more XP anyway. Killing a mob will have it drop bronze or silver for 150 seconds, so 2.5 minutes. It's kind of absurd. Maybe we can get some other companions in the future, but honestly, is that an Omega trail? Or, like, are they just different colors? Because I think our current one looks pretty cool. We gotta sort through all this stuff. Holy, we got a lot of stuff to go through. But we did get one more of the antiques, which is dope. Actually, 2 more. So we're at 4 out of 6 on the Soul Mirror, 3 out of 6 on Intertwined, 1 out of 11 on Lucky Bamboo, 1 out of 6 on the Lucky Cat Medallion, 3 out of 6 on Fountain of Knowledge, 1 out of 9 on the compressed cube, and then some on the Hag's cooking pot. Very interesting, honestly. But we did get a bunch of other stuff too, so let's get these guys chucked in here, you chucked in there. We got some inscriptions. Inscriptions can go, I guess, in here, except for starting to run out. I'm just gonna keep the Omega level ones in here, because honestly, the rest of them, not really worth it unless we're searching for specifically, you know, some kind of very specific thing. And what I mean by looking for some kind of very specific thing, I do actually just mean going for some specific kind of chest. Of course, we have a lot of painting rooms, which could be big. They can have a lot of chests, but we want to optimize it as much as possible, so we'll save those for a little bit later. We did get a companion relic for Gilded, so we'll chuck that in there. We also got some key pieces. We'll roll all the vault gear and the jewel pouches in a second, but I'll just get everything else sorted out nice and easy, nice and quick first. Okay, perfect. And I think what we'll do, let's see how many more knowledge stars we can make. So we've got 90, which is enough for, what, like 11 more? Okay, not bad. So we'll go 11 of you guys, and then we'll just craft up 11 knowledge cores, and then craft those all into knowledge stars. And now we've got 11 additional knowledge, which is perfect. We can also put some stuff into these guys. By the way, I did look. The main issue with our defense going even higher is, unfortunately, resistance is maxed out at 50%, which is super lame, because if it wasn't, we would be able to go absolutely crazy with it, which is, you know, a little bit of a bummer. But what's nice is we can just continue going and continue doing our best, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So what I think we do is let's roll all this stuff. Do I have to do it like that? It didn't roll any of the stuff in my backpack. Okay, well, I guess we'll just roll everything and check it all out after I get it all back in the backpack, because, oh my gosh, we've got too much stuff to view it all at once. And then we'll scrap pretty much everything, because nothing will be super useful unless it's Omega or living. And if it's living, we'll decide what to do with it, if it's like rare or epic or better. But honestly, no crazy promises, because there's a chance we don't get anything crazy, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's all good. Also, we got that guy completed, and kill horde mobs. We can re-roll this until we get something good. Honestly, I'll take 3 echo for just taking out some horde mobs. That's fine. That works fine with me. Next bounty in 7 seconds, so I guess we'll just wait for that. Yeah, why not? Let's see what we end up getting. Okay, there we go. Perfect, and now I can reroll this one too. Ooh, this one's big, because it gives us an unidentified treasure key, which, for free, that's already giving us essentially 4 echo, plus a bunch of player gems, which is big. But we should also probably open up all these crates, because we could potentially get even more gear that I get to scrap, which is great. Okay, let's see. We got Valara Charm, Idona's Charm. Those guys are already here. A ripe mango, which is kind of dookie. Of course, we got, you know, some vault gear to roll. We'll roll it. Anything crazy? It doesn't look like we even got any omegas here, which is super lame. But what we can do is chuck most of this stuff into here, and then what I think we'll do is open up the booster packs. I'll have to scrap everything, but you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. For each yellow column stat card, but it's not yellow, which makes it interesting. We could combo that with some stuff too. Red item quantity, it's a red stat card, we could use it. Increasing armor for each surrounding stat card. Each yellow adjacent stat card. Okay. So yellow column stat card. We could start working on a build for just pure item quantity, item rarity. That could be interesting. Yellow column stat card, and then yellow adjacent stat card. So we put that one there, then we can fill these with yellow stat cards, right? What do we have so far? That's a yellow stat card, that's an evolution, that one's a stat card. These ones are both just base roll stuff. So we can take them, each a yellow row card, so we could take that too. Yellow stat card, each yellow column stat card. This one's not yellow, is the thing, but it does benefit best from being right here. Yellow adjacent stat card, that's an evolution card, for each yellow row card. Yeah, I think that works, and then we get 2 more yellow card. Yeah, we just fill it all the way up, and we go kind of crazy with it. Honestly, I think this might go kind of crazy, but I guess this will just be our, like, full greed one, so we'll just prioritize just using all of the things that give us more stuff. Catalyst fragments are big. Don't really need ability power is the thing, if it's in here, but those are the only really yellow ones that I have. Item quantity can go there, item rarity can go there, vault bronze, catalyst fragments, benetite, and vault plating. And I guess we'll just fill the rest with other stuff, each column stat card, so stat cards in a column. That's kind of bad, it's just kind of mid, I don't know. I get a blue random, there we go, okay, so column stat card, resource stats, stat evolution, stat evolution, stat stat. So we put that there, it gives us 2. Then we can temp put that there, because it'll function the same. This one's a stat card 2, this one's a stat card 2, that one's a stat card 2. Honestly, the rest of this stuff, like the +2 mana plus a tiny bit of increased damage, we can just get rid of them. It's not super worth it. I think the best way to do this is just maximize the amount of stupid things we can get away with, like, vault, item rarity wise. We can do that and go kind of crazy with it. Wait, I can upgrade a card, I think. Which one do we want to upgrade? For each item, yes, this is the only, wait, for each yellow adjacent card, so 2, it has to be a stat card, though. So 0.2 or 0.2. We'll do this one, because columns are easier than filling adjacents, and we can upgrade it to a tier 2, and it gives us plus 0.4, which means that it'll give us, in total, 0.17 item rarity, which is honestly not too bad. And we also get the increased attack damage and everything else, but now I get to scrap all this stuff and potentially just get absolutely nothing. Ooh, wait, we also have a skill point to spend. What do I want to spend it on? We could do prime amplification for AoE, or I could full respec into what I want to do, which what I want to do is we could go dungeon mastery for dungeon delving, then we go treasure seeker, bountiful harvest, and we just go insane with the super low health build. I'm contemplating doing that, but I don't know, it's just tough. It's a tough call, right? Like, I think what I'll do, prime amplification, we'll do here, we'll go in here, and we will save the abilities, and then we're gonna have to make a skill wait, save your abilities and talents. Isn't that what I just did here? I think that's what I'm doing. So this is our first build. We could make another build, but I don't even know. We could do some crazy stuff, but do I want to do that? Also, wait, can we upgrade backpacks? We already have big backpacks. Okay, we could get soul harvester, auto refill, auto feeding. I don't really think we need that. We get more potions, we get the vault compass or map markers. I don't know. I don't think there's really too big of a point in doing that, because we already have the vault map. Mining gadgets kind of useless because we can't use them in the vault at all. I think I'd just wait for easy villagers and then we just go kind of crazy with that, but I don't know. There's not a whole ton we can really do with it. I don't know. What I do want to do is try and farm these ones. So I don't know what focus it is. What is the focus? Which kind of focus is it? It is the empowered chaotic focus. How do I make them? You can get them in the black market. The omega. How do I get the omega? I guess it's just rare black market stuff. Okay. And then we can also get them from treasure sand in treasure rooms. So, other than treasure rooms and the black market, which we can check right now, doesn't look like there's one. Opportunistic focus, worth 14k? I don't think so. We'll skip it for now. And you know what? None of these are really worth it, so we're just gonna skip it. What am I at, though, in here? For focus, we've got actually quite a bit. Holy, that's a lot of wild focus. Let's just chuck you guys all in here. Bunch of chaotic focus to reroll the tier of modifiers, but we can't wait. We can make our key, though, right? We have 18 key pieces, so key. We can make a blank key, which is a treasure keys thing. We get a perfect echo for that, which means we could use that to make a second blank or key mold to get a second blank key. And then what gems do I want to use? I have 90 ashium and 85 xenium. What's the treasure key ring? Shoot, I need more key pieces for that, I guess. Treasure key ring. I guess this holds keys. Probably a good idea to hold on to, but we could make an ashium key. I need an ashium cluster. Oh, they made keys a lot cheaper, actually. And then we'll make a xenium key, too, just so that we have it. So, xenium, and then let's get ourselves an ashium cluster as well. And we'll get those guys just so that... Wait, wrong thing. We'll take you, I'll take you. I needed the ashium cluster. There we go, perfect. And you just combine them in an anvil, I guess. Where'd my anvils go? Right, did I tear them down? I put them in my thing, didn't I? Anvil, chipped anvil, because I got a bunch of them originally, and we'll just do that, and do that. Our anvil broke, but we have 2 keys, so I guess this next vault will just be for keys. That's fine, I guess. It's not too big of a deal. Okay, let's do this. Perfect. And we gotta scrap all the gear still, and I think I might want to try adding just a ton of soul boost to a catalyst, or to a crystal. I don't know, do we go a ton of soul boost, or since I'm going for treasure stuff? You know what, we're gonna go 2x accustomed. Just because, I mean, it's treasure. Actually, you know what, we'll double the XP, screw it. I'm going all in. We're gonna double the XP we get from this vault. So, should be kind of crazy. Could be kind of nice. 4x accustomed. Can we get 5x without any negatives? We did. Okay. And then wait, there's capstones, right? Dungeon hunter modifier, treasure hunter modifier. What is that? What does treasure hunter do for us? The real question. Treasure hunter. Highlight treasure doors in this vault. Well, that's exactly what we needed, so, you know what? Dope. Let's do it. Almost forgot that I need to scrap all the gear first. Ooh, treasure rooms have changed, actually. So once you have a treasure key, bring it with you to the vault and search for a corresponding door. Use the key on the door to open it. Treasure rooms contain a random amount of treasure sand, which when mined yields a lot of different treasures. The treasure room also contains 3 treasure pedestals containing 1 vault gear item each. However, they're guaranteed to have 1 legendary modifier. You can only pick 1 of the pedestals, and the only information you have when picking is the gear type and rarity. Okay, we get a free treasure key for interacting with the treasure pedestals, so we're gonna have 4 keys after we mine some xenium and then after I kill horde mobs. So kind of dope, to be honest. Lo and behold, I spent 5 minutes in the first room just mining and trying to take out all of the mobs, because the first room is, of course, a crystal caves, which is kind of incredible, although very, very obnoxious, because the mobs in here have a lot of health, and they're just really annoying to deal with. But thankfully, we got through them all, and now all we get to do is just mine the fruits of our labor, which I think that there was an echo upstairs, or it was a xenium, so we'll at least get a couple xenium through this room, which is perfect, because we only need 4 in order to get a free another treasure key, which is dope. After this, we're definitely just going to look for treasure rooms, because I do not want to wait any longer. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. And you know what? We're just not going to waste a ton of time. I'm just going for, you know, the things and the ores, because we want as many of these player gems. Of course, we spent a bunch of player gems getting some stuff, but it shouldn't be too bad, right? Now, all we do is we just get the return on our investment, which is perfect, because I think that the investment was actually quite small for the return that we're ending up getting, because it was 8, I think, xenium, 8 ashium, total for 2 keys, and we already are at 11 xenium and 5 ashium, which means that this almost paid for itself, which is kind of hilarious. I think I cleared out all the mobs, but I'm not 100% certain, so I'm a little concerned just in case, because these mobs hit a little bit hard. I mean, some of them, if you get lucky, they'll do, like, no damage, but some of them hit like a truck. That was an echo ore. It was an echo ore. Okay, you love to see it. Now, I guess what we'll do is we'll just loot up the rest of them. I think there's just this one, and then we're good. Okay, and now we go off on our journey to hopefully find ourselves a beautiful treasure room, because as of right now, we are lacking in the treasure room department, which is very unfortunate. Ooh, wait, is that's a treasure door, I think, because that's, I think, what happens when you find one. Now, I'm just hoping that it will be a xenium or an ashium. If it's not, I might be a little disappointed, but I'm not really allowed to be too upset, because we either get lucky or we don't, and you know what, it happens, but kind of lame. If it's not, please be one that we can open. It's a gorgonite. Okay, joy. Now we need to find ourselves some more, which is kind of lame. Wait, is there 3 in this one room? That's actually absurd. What? Excuse me? Okay, fine. Well, we needed to take out horde mobs anyways for some free stuff, so I will definitely take you guys on. And what kind of door are you? Sparkle Teen. Okay, don't have your key. What about this door down here? Let's see. Come on now. Give me something good, please. Boing. Boing. What about you? Xenium. We have that. We have it. Okay, we got you. What is in here? So, we can get a epic plus shield. Honestly, I'll take it. It's already, you know what? It's already there. It's already here. It's already perfect. Okay. And now we'll mine the treasure sand. Let's see what we end up getting from the treasure sand. It looks like, actually, it looks like most of this down here is treasure sand, which is kind of incredible. And, of course, hopefully we get some good things. If we get any of the good foci, I will be super happy. I don't think we ended up getting any, which is kind of lame. Yeah, it looks like we just got some catalysts and some waxing and waning focuses, but you know what? It's all good. That was 2 out of... Wait, did I check all 3 of them? Or did I just check... I think I just checked 2 of them. Did I check the one over here? I don't think I did. What are you? If you're Ashium... Oh, that's the Sparkle Teen one. What are you, then? Pizza Night. Okay. Oh, wait, that's a Scallium. Okay, it's not Pizza Night. Okay, well, I guess we just do another circle back and see if we can find any more. And then we just get out if we can't. Is that another crystal cave? Oh my gosh, another crystal caves room. I'm only gonna go for it if we see some good player gems. Like there's some player gems up there that I want to take on. So we'll go up here. Hey, can you guys like please stop? It's really annoying. Like genuinely, it's just a little bit obnoxious. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay, that's a lot of guys. We're gonna you know, we're just gonna take it slow, take it nice and easy. Heal, of course, we just back up, we continue attacking, we continue taking them on. The guys with bows are gonna keep shooting, which is annoying as heck, but you know what? It's fair enough. Oh, they're feared. Okay, perfect. There we go. You guys can be gone, be gone, be gone, be gone. And perfection. And now what we get to do is, at least at the very bare minimum, we can mine the Pizza Night that is right over here, which is perfect, because Pizza Night is another one that we can use, and there's some Sparkle Tea in here as well. Wait, 2 Pizza Night. Okay, dope. Any player gems over there? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it over there. What about over... There's more Pizza Night up here. Okay, we'll take that. Hey, these guys knock back, actually. These guys knock back quite hard, which is kind of crazy, because I did not think that these guys could knock me back. I thought I had good knockback resistance, but apparently not. Apparently Vault gear is inferior to just netherite gear when it comes to knockback resistance, which is a little bit lame, but you know what, fair enough. Not gonna complain too much, because our current gear is actually pretty dope, so you know what, fair enough. I'll at least take you guys on, though, because you guys deserve it. Be gone, vile pest, regardless. Okay, what is over here? Nothing. Okay. And we'll just keep going. It doesn't look like there's anything crazy really to loot in there. Oh, found another treasure door. It's a scallium, so we can't use it. There's also a, thankfully, a normal, or not normal, but a dude over here that is a champion mob that we're gonna take out nice and simply, nice and efficiently, but also safely, because I don't want to risk it. Because champion mobs have a lot of health and do a lot of damage, so we're just gonna dip down a little bit more. Perfection. And we can just keep hitting them, and we'll take him out, and we'll see what he ends up giving us, because you never really know. Looks like it gave us a unidentified rare plus magnet. I'm turning off subtitles, they're not super helpful. Anyway, let's do that, and there's this guy trying to run away. That's fine. We'll just continue carrying on in another circle. Oh, there's another treasure room down there. Okay. Wait, I can do this, right? Wait, which button is it? B, right? Wait, which button is it? Okay, there we go. So we do that, and then this guy, it should go, and we'll just get you guys, and what are you guys gonna be? Okay, that's not too bad. Take out you guys, nice and easy. This one's actually Ashium. Okay, perfect. We can do this, and then we can leave in a second. Omega Sword with a legendary modifier will kind of go crazy. And then maybe, can we please get one of the good... We got 1 empowered chaotic focus. We got some more mod boxes. Okay, there's more sand. Okay, can I get more? Any more? We got 1 empowered chaotic focus. Okay, honestly, you know what? I'll take it. Honestly, we got 1. I'm happy enough with that I think we'll just leave the vault, because I don't think there's anything else we can really, you know, get in here that's super big. Maybe take out some more mobs along the way just to get the bounty completed. And you know what? I think we're pretty good. I don't know. I think we got a lot done in here. We got what we wanted, and you know what? I'm happy with it. Well, you know what, let's just hop out, let's see how much XP we ended up getting. So, 67k, honestly, not an insane amount, not a crazy low amount either. Of course, it's all times 2'd, so I guess it's just because we avoided the objective, but pretty decent. 504 treasure sand, pretty cool. 5k soul shards. We should definitely run a vault just for soul shards, though. We got a couple magnets. Of course, we got our other Omega stuff as well as our other stuff. So we'll roll our special ones at the end after our magnets. But let's roll this stuff first. Any Omegas? Nope, doesn't look like it. So I guess we'll scrap those guys. What kind of vault trinket do we have? Also, what at the vault? Be down here, right? The trinkets. Which ones do we have? Prismatic Feather's useless. Shadow Cloak is kind of useless. Spellbook's good. Stone of Jordan's good. Fruit Time is kind of useless. We'll scrap them too. Increases your cooldown reduction by 50%. Honestly, that one's pretty good. So the fact that we have that's good. But these guys are just going to trinket scrapificate themselves because we don't really need anything else. And you know what? Let's check out how much vault scrap we'll get from these guys, and then we'll roll the omegas, and we'll see what we end up getting. If the sword is really good, I will definitely use it. If not, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not super unhappy with it. Regardless, let's, where did, oh, I need one more xenium. Okay, gotcha. I mean, hey. We got a bunch of key pieces, which is good. That means we can make the treasure key ring, which I guess is like a, yep, it's like a key ring for treasure keys. Perfect. And we also got another one of the Gem King thing. Wait, yeah, 5 of 4. So how do I claim them? How does this work? Okay, so once you have the required amount of any one antique, you can take them out and right-click them to trade them in for their reward. Okay, gotcha. We also got that guy. So what I can do, I guess, is we'll take out the 4 of 4 for you, and just click it, and we got something. I don't actually remember or know exactly what we got, but honestly, not bad at all. And I guess we'll get everything sorted out before we do anything else. Ooh, we can use an expertise point too. Do I go Crystalmancer, or do I start going like a jeweler? Or do we go Fortuitous Finesse? Increases legendary modifiers by 1%. That's big. Alternatively, we could go Angel, we could go Bartering, we could go Companion Loyalty. Honestly, I kind of want to go Fortuitous Finesse, because why not? Yeah, we'll do that, and then we can put, of course, our other level into Prime Amplification. Honestly, I don't think Fatal Strike is super worth it, so I think I'm going to take that off. And we'll instead do Frenzy to continue to have stacks of attack speed when we get rid of mobs. So that should be big. And we can open all the jewel pouches now, and then we can worry about the actual really omega stuff that we have to roll. Okay, perfect. Now that we've gotten that taken care of, what I think we should do is we should roll the magnets. So let's roll these guys, we'll see what we end up getting. If we get one with living, that's massive. If we don't, it is what it is. Looks like we got the same one both times. 10.2 out of 50 and 10.8 out of 15. Okay, we can re-roll it for some item quantity and item rarity, and I probably will do that, and we'll just see what we can get on there, but I don't think it's going to really surpass our current one that has 20%. I don't know, unless we get like 19% and then like max item quantity, I don't know, it might be tough. Oh, it actually happened, and we also got some pretty decent modifiers on the other things. Of course, the prefixes we could re-roll, but the reach is pretty good, and that's what really matters to me. We got 19 item rarity and max item quantity, which was not what I intended on getting, which is kind of absurd. But that's going to replace our current magnet. I will keep this one just in case we need it in the future, but I do think that we'll chuck the other one, and this one, I think we'll try and go for, I don't know, soul quantity and copiously, but I think I'm going to leave it alone for now. Also gonna kind of trash this wand, because the soul quantity is good. Actually, we could make a soul quantity build, and that could go kind of hard. I might do that. I don't know. I might just max out soul quantity, but regardless, we have a treasure key to open, which let's see what we got. Did it go into the backpack? We got an Upaline key. Okay, not bad. And now, what did we get for this guy? This one's our level 50 and 53. Okay, perfect. So then we also have our shield and our sword, which we're going to roll here in a second after I scrap the magnets. Okay, perfect. And now let's roll the shield first, since it's only a rare or epic plus. Potentially, if we get really lucky, we could upgrade it. It's also living. Wait. That effect avoidance is really low for a legendary modifier, but the living is what's the biggest thing. So if we upgrade it to Omega, if I get another one of those, which maybe we get one in our black market? Nope. Okay, what about if I re-roll it? Nope. Okay, it's all good. Well, you know what? We're gonna set this one aside, and I think I'm also gonna start going into block chance. as opposed to, I want 20 plus block chance. So we'll re-roll you until we get 20. Perfect, 20's fine, I'll take it. And what we want to do is we want to get it to be where we can actually upgrade it to Omega. So I guess we'll just wait for that one. And let's roll the sword and see what we get. Come on, please give me some good looking thing that I haven't got yet. Honestly, this one looks pretty dope. We got a min roll for the legendary modifier and really bad attack modifier. Dungeon damage is really low as well. Honestly, it's good, but it's not great, which is what we needed it to be. I mean, it's got good sweeping hit, but our current sword has really good sweeping hit. I mean, the attack damage is even worse. The attack speed is good, but we don't really need attack speed because we're spec'd to deal with that. Fear Cloud is just annoying, but I have it on here because I got really good modifiers for everything else. I don't know. I don't think we keep it. I think we just have to chuck it, which is super lame. Goodbye, sword. It was a good time, but you know what? It is what it is, I guess. That's lame. You know what? I decided I'm going to use the Empowered Chaotic Focus, and I'm going to improve our current Vault chestplate because we've got crazy rolls on it, and the two things it can improve are either item rarity or mana regen, both of which would be okay with me. And it improved item rarity to max, so now this chestplate is even better. Oh my gosh. Okay, we could have improved our helmet, but our helmet's not living either, which, honestly, it is what it is. And what we're gonna do, actually, in this vault, is this next one is going to be an 8x soul boost, so 200% soul shards in the vault, and it's gonna go a little bit crazy. I'm also going to re-roll my sword to get soul shard chance, hopefully getting some other good suffixes as well. We're just going to get rid of Shocking Hit. It's not doing a ton for me, so we're just going to change it out. Okay, I'm a little stupid because apparently what we wanted, which is soul quantity, is actually a prefix and not a suffix. So I spent a ton of time trying to get it as a suffix, and then I tried using one of these, and it turns out that it is a prefix and not a suffix, which is super lame and super obnoxious. And, well, you know, we're just gonna, I think we just run it. I don't fully know. We don't have a ton of soul quantity on really anything. So, what our current soul quantity is, I don't actually even know. 248. So, that's with the Idona's Pendant. So, without it, it is, where is it? Soul quantity, 124. So, honestly, it goes a little crazy. But it's not the end of the world, because, honestly, you know what? That's plenty soul quantity. Plus, 200% of that is insane, because that's, 300% of 248%. Unless they multiply off of each other, which I don't think they do. I think it's just linear. Essentially, that's 3x, which means that we're nearly at 750 soul quantity. Like, percentage, which is absurd, and we're just gonna have to see what we end up getting from this. But you know what, let's just get into it, and we'll see what we end up getting, you know? It'll be interesting. Ooh, it is a bingo vault, very interesting. Honestly, I'm not super unhappy with it being a bingo vault, because we can rapidly mitigate damage quite easily in here. All it will take is me finding a good POI to just tank all the damage from, and then we don't have to worry. So let's just come over here, and please attack me. Perfection. Actually, I don't think we can mitigate that much damage in 6 seconds, just purely because we block, or not because we block too much, but purely because have too much stuff. Regardless, I think our best bet for this is gonna be that second row where we flawlessly discover rooms, we loot wooden chests, we rapidly loot coins, and rapidly kill assassins. Other than that, I don't really think we can do any of these. Other than the rapidly and flawlessly killing dwellers on the full other side, but we need to loot 7 wooden chests in 6 seconds, which is kinda tough. Well, I really wanted to see what happens if you get a blackout, but we are just missing the activate pylons one, and unfortunately it does not look like we're going to be able to do it, so let's just complete the vault, And we'll see just how much we ended up getting. I think we were at like 50,000 soul shards before this vault. And we'll take a look at what we're at after. I do think we're a little bit up from there. So it'll be interesting to see what we got. But how much XP did we get? 90k. Honestly, a pretty decent amount of XP as well. And our cat gained an extra relic slot as well. It looks like our crate gave us a ton of stuff. Wait, a companion, a couple companion, how many companion relics did we get? What? A bunch of companion stuff, we got some other stuff as well, and a bunch of gear that we'll have to roll. Honestly, we got some resource packs too. I mean, we got some booster packs. We'll have to open those guys up in a second. Okay, well, after all of that, we still ended up with a ton of vault stuff to roll, so let's see what we got. Any omegas? Nope. And the one living one is scrappy, so dookie, garbage. Let's see, can we get anything else that's good? Let's see, we got some omega leggings. Okay, 14 and 19, low rolls. Okay, not great. Likely not going to be better than our current ones, so I think we just ignore it because our current ones are kind of dope. I don't know. Yeah, I think we just ignore it. Okay, next thing I guess we'll do is we'll roll our vault trinkets, and then I think I'm going to open up these mod boxes. We'll save the rest for later, but we'll roll the trinkets. We're going to open up 42 mod boxes just so that we have them out of the way and taken care of, you know? Okay, we got another sticky. Chromatic powder reduces vault gear durability damage by 35%. And crystal ball increases your mana by 100% of your total mana. That one's good. I think we scrap both of these because I don't really think they're super useful. Like, attaching to walls is cool and all. I just don't think it's super crazy. And what we'll do is we'll just roll all of these guys. Come on, let's see. Anything crazy? We got a netherite furnace, and we got some more storage cells, which are pretty good. Honestly, I'm not too unhappy about that. We should probably take them out of their casings, and then I should probably work on getting another larger cell. That's probably the next thing I should do, to be honest. Okay, 1k to 4k to 16k to 64k is an echo pog. That's super annoying. Okay, I need silicon for those, and for you guys, we'll just craft up you. Okay, and then we should be able to... Do I not have redstone? Okay, I think we'll just make one of these guys. We need an echo pog, which is a bunch of pogs, which is super annoying, but that's fine. So now we have a 64k storage thing, and now we've got extra storage, so I don't have to worry about that. Essentially doubling our storage, which is great. What else do we want to do? I mean, we got a bunch of jewel pouches. Maybe I could make a better pick? I don't know. Our current one's pretty dope, but we can try. Well, I'm just getting rid of a bunch of our gems now. We got a ton of them, and I think I'm gonna make a new pickaxe for item quantity and item rarity. But what I gotta do first is just take care of everything, and then we gotta get a vault ready to run with it once we get it created. Okay, well, it's day 125. We've got a bunch of stuff to take care of before we go into this scavenger hunt vault. The first of which being, we've got 2 bounties for this particular vault. One will give us half of this, which will give us 3 echo, and the other one will give us 2 echo for just completing a vault, which is dope. We also have 2 crates, a bounty crate and a rune boss crate, so we're going to open them up. And from that, we're going to have a bunch of stuff to roll. So let's get out, I guess we'll roll the keys first, and then the trinket and the artifact. So we've got 2 treasure keys, which we ended up getting a Tubium key and an Ashium key. Honestly, not too bad. We'll just chuck those in there. And now what we'll do is we'll roll these 3 pieces of Omega gear. We also have an additional several. So let's just roll them all at once and we'll see if we got anything crazy. Now, max roll is 64 attack damage. This one's 63. Kind of incredible. A little bit low on the sweeping hit chance, but we can work that out. Low block chance, which is kind of lame. This helmet is honestly not awful. We could potentially get some better rolls on it, but I don't think for now that we really want to, because it's going to be really hard to get the same item quantity and item rarity as our current one. That shield's not as good. That shield's still not as good. And that sword's kind of garbage, so I guess we'll re-roll this sword a little bit. And I guess it identified the clover, so, or the trinket, so that one was just a clover. And I guess we'll just chuck all this stuff into scraps. And now, what we'll do is we'll roll all of this stuff. Did we get any more omegas? Does not look like it, unfortunately, which is kind of lame. Because at this point, omegas are only really the things that are going to be worth, like, keeping. Other than living. If we get, like, a epic plus living item, that'd be dope. Because living will level up with us. So if we get that, that's going to be kind of incredible. But for now, that is all of that. We did get it... Wait, we got an adaptive focus for, scrapping something. Very interesting. Okay. Well, let's roll the artifact. Did we get a new one? It looks like this one is new. Which one is this? Down here. Perfect. And we also have a bunch of booster packs to go through, which, you know what? I guess we'll just do that now, as well as the trinkets. I don't know how... Yeah, it's just trinkets, Valara's Petal, we got a Clover, and a Tenos' Necklace. I did switch from using our Idona's Pendant to now we are using a picture of a lucky goose to give us extra item rarity to get even more rare items, which is really cool. And I've got a ton of booster packs to go through, as well as I ended up getting a treasure deck, which I have now spec'd mostly into item rarity and item quantity. Of course, we're going to be changing that up depending on what we get, but it should be quite cool. Utility foil. I mean, it's foil. I think we just gotta take it for, you know, why not? And copiously, I'm making a copiously deck as well, because I think that's very necessary. And so that should be quite cool. Plus 1 vault silver per 10 horde mobs killed, per 6 gilded chests looted, or per 6 dungeon mobs killed. I think we'll take the vault silver one. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but you know what? It's fine. 1 vault diamond or bitter... I don't need bitter lemons. Inscription piece per horde mobs. Honestly, none of these are really good. I'm gonna probably scrap both of them. And let's see what we get in here. Vault bronze per dwellers killed. Yeah, all these guys are kind of all pretty bad. Okay, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Most of the stuff's gonna get scrapped, unfortunately. Evolving speed attack speed card. Evolving each green diagonal card. Column stack card. We can try and maybe work that in. That'll be a little interesting to see how that goes. Okay, what about you guys? Cooldown reduction, evolving resistance card. I do think keeping a ton of, like, resistance and protection stuff will be helpful for the future, like the far future, when it comes to, like, defeating the full end boss. Same with, like, heal cards and potential stuff that we could use in that boss fight. But other than that, I do think that, just going as far as we can into speccing how much we can go, that'd be pretty amazing. This one's a foil card, so we'll take the foil one. Foil copiously, honestly, pretty dope. Extra resistance. And now we've got the mega stat booster packs, which I don't know how rare these guys are. They just have more options, I guess. Mining speed, movement speed, resistance, item rarity. We'll take item rarity. I think we've got plenty of item rarity cards, but you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. Attack damage, item quantity. What about you? Nothing super crazy. I'll take the resistance. Fine. It's fine. It works, I guess. We'll have to try and work those into our current deck, though. Extra item rarity, and then each blue adjacent card. Interesting. Okay. And we'll plop you in here. Of course, our other copiously stuff. What do I have in here? This is a real question. I don't really need the, I'll keep the catalyst fragments in there. I don't need the defense stuff. Although these two are kind of partially in there just due to fill-up gaps. 3 vault bronze per 14 mobs killed versus the other one, which is 1 vault silver per 10 horde mobs killed. So it's different, but it will be more effective. Cooldown reduction probably should go into that one as well. I don't really need a ton of more benitite, so honestly, I probably should scrap it. And then we've got all these guys for extra loot. But I also don't need much more vault plating. I can try. I've leveled up a couple of cards because I got a bunch of extra cards as well. Now, several of each green diagonal card. Okay, so if I put that there and then I switch those guys around, it will give us plus 0.4. Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's a little interesting. Each yellow adjacent stat card. I guess what I could potentially do is I could switch that guy out, and then I put him like that, and it'll add even more, right? And then we can add another green card, like right here. Do I have another green one? I have actually a couple green ones. Perfect. Switch you out. Does this need to be any particular card? Nope, just a stat card. Okay. Well, honestly, it's kind of amazing. So now we've filled up the entire thing, and 6.7 item quality, 4.8 item rarity. Kind of amazing, to be honest. And I'll just scrap these 9, I guess. I don't think there's any others that I really want to scrap. Each column stat card, okay. Each blue adjacent card. And +1 to level of heal if they're between 2 and 4 red cards. That one's tough to make happen, so I think we'll just, we'll take that one out, and we'll just scrap all these guys, and then I think we can get one more upgrade. So, what ones could I upgrade? I could upgrade the item quantity card, because that'll give us even better results than everything else. So, scrap you guys. Perfect, and then we upgrade it, and now it is doing double what it used to, which will put us up to 5.6 item quantity, which is quite incredible. As well as our new pickaxe, which is 22.8% item rarity and 22.9% item quantity, plus extra reach, and it can mine every chest, which is super helpful in these vaults. Was there anything else we needed to go over? Oh yeah, the other stuff. So these guys have, of course, the epic modifiers, and none of them were super good, so they're gonna get scrapped as well. I did end up switching out the sword because I got the soul quantity that I kind of wanted, and we got max attack range, mid-roll durability, good champion damage. We got pretty decent rolls. Of course, the implicits could be better for like the sweeping hit damage, but we got the chaining attack, which is what really mattered, and the poison cloud too, which is really big. And now it looks like we need to get mostly just the normal chests. So we need wooden, gilded, living, ornate, and we need coin piles, which honestly shouldn't be too bad. It also looks like it is a prismatic, which means that wooden chests will have 25% more soul shards, which is pretty, or catalyst fragments, which is pretty dope. So I guess we'll just we'll do this and see what we can end up finding. Well, you know what? This is a little bit interesting. Hello guys, hello. Goodbye, chest. Already got a spider webbing spool, dope. Thankfully, the reach distance, or the attack distance with the sword is kind of crazy. Like, max is actually absurdly dope. It's kind of amazing. And, what are we at for... okay, no ripped pages yet. Maybe we need something else, because we're getting too lucky with the rarities of these stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too good? Who knows, right? But, like... should I fix it? Am I getting too many rare things? Is it too rare? I mean, I guess it's okay if it is, but it'd be nice if we get... Okay, we got one ripped page. We also got some capstones, which is neat, I guess. And seems like there's a dungeon back there, so we'll break into that too. Because I think that's the play, right? I think we'll just do that. Let's just break in nice and easy, nice and simple. It's not a dungeon, it's just a wooden POI that is hanging. Pretty dope. There's a ton of mobs down there. Okay, what kind of POI is this? Just a wooden POI. Of course, the one chest I can open is trapped. Great. It is what it is, it's fine. And now, let's just beam you, and then we'll just jump over here. And let's just yoink. 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 Come on, give me all the free stuff. You'll love to see it. And now I guess we'll just bounce. Boing, 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 boing. And now we just take care of all the mobs, and we go through it like normal. We just need to hopefully find some other chests. Did I get any drowned hide? I got 1 drowned hide. Okay. Honestly, not terrible. Well, I guess we ended up getting a sack from those guys. I still need coin piles, and I still need to find gilded chests. But we did get all the ripped pages that we need. That was kind of annoying. There's some coins over there. I think I aggroed and got rid of all the oh, there's a dungeon up here? Okay. What kind of dungeon are you? Or not a dungeon, like a hidden room. Oh, it's wooden. Okay. I mean, not the end of the world. Not anything. Ooh, wait, gilded? Okay. Maybe some red scrolls. Okay, we got 1 red scroll. And we got a spider soul charm. Okay. Oh, there's 1 more hidden back. Oh, of course, it's traps. What about you? Come on, give me something good. Give me something good, please. Where? Okay, there's 1 more. And doesn't really look like anything in particular. That's super lame. Ah, well, it's fine. And now I guess we'll just go over to the coin piles because there's nothing else for us to really do. Let's just bounce from here. And go do 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 perfecto. And now we just come over and we yoink the coin piles and we see if we get anything that we need. Doesn't look like it, I don't think. What did I need? I needed vials. Yeah, I didn't get any vials. That's fine. It's all good. We didn't get any of the commonest, or the most common, the most common thing that drops from them, which is fine. It's all good. Just, you know, hopefully we can end up getting something good. But this sword is definitely helping with getting a ton of soul shards, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's kind of incredible, the difference. Because we're just gaining so many. And I'm probably just gonna have to spend them all on something. Ooh, this looks like one of those boss room things. So this room, +1 the Jester. No idea what that is. Or +10 gilded chests. Gilded chests? Okay. And then you know what? Let's fight him. Fine. We'll do it. Okay. We just gotta avoid taking damage. Ow. Ow. This is not good. This is not looking good. Okay. Let's just keep strafing and maybe we'll survive. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. 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 Okay, he's missing. He's missing his arrows. We just gotta take it slow. That was way too close. This guy does a lot more damage than I thought he would. Okay. We're going for the kill in a second. I wanna make sure that he's gonna be like 1 hit so that we don't end up just like running in and dying like a dum-dum, because that would suck. We're just gonna keep strafing, I guess, because you know what? It is not worth our chances of passing away in this vault. Perfection, we did it. Okay, and perfect. We got some catalyst fragments. Can I get myself some red scrolls, please? We got a goblet, which is the even rarer thing than red. Okay, we got 1 red scroll. I just need 2 more, which is honestly probably not going to be too hard to find, but at least we're also getting some jewel pouches, so we can potentially get closer to when we hit level 75, getting the amazing, beautiful thing that we need, which is a ton of omega or legendary modified jewels, in order to make an even better bolt pickaxe than our current one. So that's what I'm working towards, but I do think for now we just gotta run around. We already got all the gilded stuff we need, so we should probably look for, I guess, ornate chests and coin piles, but I don't know. Well, after clearing out that POI, we ended up getting everything that we needed. So, what do we want to do? I think we just gotta find one of the pedestals, and I might as well just turn everything in. And you know what? Let's see. Oh, there's one right here. Perfect. Okay, and the last one. Perfection. And we've completed ourselves a beautiful scavenger crate, scavenger vault. And now what we'll do is we'll go through all the loot. And you know what? Day 126, we're doing pretty good, huh? That's pretty good. You love to see it. I'm happy with that. I think I'm probably gonna run some vaults off camera because, oh my gosh, recording when I'm a little bit sick is a little tough, but it's okay. Well, let's open you up. We'll see what kind of loot we got, but first I do think that I should probably get the other scavenger crystal created. Where are you? Crystal, perfection, scavenger hunt crystal, level 64. Hopefully this gets us to level 65. And I guess we'll just go through all the loot. We got a ton of magnets from completing a gilded dungeon. So that's dope. It looks like we got a couple Omega stuff. So we got that's Omega, and that's Omega. We'll look at them in a second. But we got a little more stuff to roll. Anything else crazy? Nope. Okay, all of it's gonna get scrapped then. And we'll worry about it later. Let's at least roll all of the jewels then. And we'll see how that goes. Come on. Okay, it's gonna pump them all into there. Did we get anything good? Doesn't really look like we got anything super crazy good, unfortunately. This one's at 2%, so we'll keep that guy, but the rest of these guys are also gonna just get scrapped. Okay, now they're all gone. We can, I guess, open up the booster packs. It looks like we also got a couple different of the, whatever they're called. I forget what they're called, actually. Crit hit resistance, will take that, and... well, diamond per mobs. Okay, these guys are both gonna get, you know, scrappied. But that's fine. Item rarity, honestly, I'll take it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it yet, but you know what? It's all good. And then our stamp collection. It looks like we do actually have all of the soul mirror stuff to be able to actually make whatever it is. I don't know how it goes, but we got something for it, which is cool. We got a mod box. I don't actually know what I got in there. And let's see, you are epic from a scrappy. Honestly, still gonna be scrapped because I do not care. And now we got a bunch of catalyst fragments. We got some inscription pieces. Honestly, not an insane amount of inscription pieces, but we definitely have enough catalyst to actually start doing some stuff again, which is great. I'm very happy with that. And oh, we got a grid. Okay. Looks like we also got, you know, 6 key pieces. We could probably make a couple more keys. Would that be a good idea? Probably. I mean, treasure rooms are pretty amazing. Plus, we can potentially get some of the empowered chaotic foci, which are even better. And the more of those we get, the better our vault gear can actually be, which is going to be insane. So let's just see what keys we can make. Okay, how many key pieces do I have? I have 35, which means I could make 4. Would I make 4 key molds? I think I do have the echo for that. 3, 4, and perfection, and we can get 2 of them with the chromatic steel I have. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, let's just make ourselves some more black chromatic steel, which apparently just costs so much. Kind of obnoxious, but you know what, fair enough. And then we'll make those 4 blank keys. And now we actually need to make the gems. So we need, 3, 4 perfect black opal. And what gems do we have the most of? It looks like we have more xenium than we know what to do with. So we'll make a xenium cluster. Honestly, I think I'll make 2 xenium clusters, and then we'll make an ashium cluster and a pizzanite cluster, just so that we have, you know, our bases kind of covered, but don't go too overboard. And I should probably just make an anvil, shouldn't I? Probably just you know, a good idea to have an actual fully repaired anvil that's not going to insta-break the moment I try and use it. So, I mean, hey. Let's get our pizzanite key, ashium key, 2 xenium keys. And that was actually a full anvil. Great. Okay. And now we've got 2 ashium keys, a pizzanite key, a tubium key, and xenium key, which is perfect. And what else do we have in here? Oh yeah, this stuff. Okay, modifiers on this guy. I do think finding better than our current max item rarity, max item quantity is going to be like impossible, so I think I'm going to scrap that one. The wand, the legendary modifier, and honestly, it's a pretty good wand. I think we just keep it. This one we can re-roll to potentially get better, and it is living. I would just need, I guess, item rarity, and we can get some other stuff too. but we need to work on that. Do I have any empowered chaotic foci still left? Nope, I do not, which is a little bit lame, but you know what, it's fair. We can figure it out, and I'm gonna probably run some vaults until day 150, and we're gonna see where we're at that point, because I think it'll be kind of crazy. I'm gonna save most of the loot just so you guys can see it, but you'll see it in a second anyway. Okay, so day 149, before we get into this vault, which I've been working on, we have a bunch of crates and stuff to open. I ran like 3 vaults and got a bunch of crates, so we'll be able to go through all the loot we end up getting. And let's just start off by opening them all up and seeing what kind of loot we got. Okay, we got 1 artifact, which, let's just open it right now, see what we got. Okay, this is a brand new one, which goes right here. Perfect. And it looks like we got a little bit of vault gear, no Omega Plus stuff, but that's all good. And it looks like we got no Omega stuff, which is fine. I'm only really replacing our current stuff if I end up getting Omega stuff, so for now we'll just leave it at that. And what I think we're gonna do is open up the booster packs and see what we end up getting. And then I've got all this Omega Plus Vault, or Omega Vault gear to roll. 3 of them are from treasure rooms. I did end up using most of the keys, other than 1 Ashium key and 2 Xenium keys, because I couldn't find a Xenium treasure room. But you know what? It's all good. And item rarity, it's green. Honestly, none of these are super great. We can go mana regen, and then I can plop it in here into the scrapping area. Extra resistance. I think that goes on top of our base resistance. If it doesn't, that's kind of lame, but it's fine. Cooldown reduction, 1 faceted focus per 5 dwellers. I mean, I'll take it because it's a foil card, and we'll put it in here. I just don't know what I'm going to use it for. And I guess we got an evolution and a wild booster pack. So yellow green or blue yellow green. Blue yellow, so it's 3 different colors of a wild card. That's actually insane. So I can use it as like a replacement for, wait, so in here what we've got currently is right here, each yellow adjacent stat card. That one's yellow, but it's ability power, so we could replace it with something else. Alternatively, this, for each green diagonal card, for each yellow card in the row. We could, I guess, we could plop it up there. I don't know, though. We don't really need a ton of Vault Silver. I mean, we've got 71 Vault Platinum, so I think we're good on that for now. I'm gonna keep the Catalyst Fragments, just because Living Chests giving us Catalyst Fragments is big. Although, I do think that we can get rid of the base increased attack damage, because it's not doing a whole ton for us. And we'll replace it with that one. And then we'll just, I mean, I guess we'll plop that in there. And we can scrap, I guess we'll scrap these 5 cards, because there's not much else for me to use for them. So we'll just plop these guys in here, and of course you can only scrap them 1 at a time, so we'll have to go and get them all scrappied up. Perfect. And I guess what we can do, I don't think, okay, I've upgraded this one 2 times, this one once. What else? This one's been upgraded 3 times, that one's been upgraded 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. We're good on item rarity. I think we go one of the yellow item quantities. We go a little bit more, and we just upgrade you to 1% item quantity, and that is perfect. So we've got that. Now it's giving 8.2 item rarity and 7.4 item quantity. I've been also amassing a bunch of the legendary chipped jewels, so we'll be able to make an insane copiously pickaxe. I'm gonna get it to 100%, guaranteed. And we're just gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna make a new pickaxe. We didn't get to level 75. XP gain is so low, it's kind of insane. But what we need to do is we need to get to level 80 for that, but I can make a black chromatic steel pick, which is going to take us most of our black chromatic steel, but it should be worth it. Okay, before we do that, let's get some sleep real quick. And now day 150, halfway through. Okay, so now we're just gonna make a black chromatic steel pick, which has 250 capacity. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this one into our new item quantity, item rarity, trap disarming pickaxe. And we're just gonna go kinda insane with it. So you guys will see in a second what it'll be. But I've put a lot of work into getting as many legendary jewels as possible, so it'll be cool. Okay, we've completed it, and we're just gonna take a look at the differences in this. So this one is 22.9 item quantity, which is pretty good. 36% trap disarm chance, 22.8 item rarity. Of course, all of the different affinities, axing, and all of that. But our current new one, 35% item quantity, 33.6% item rarity, plus 2.8 reach distance, 70% trap disarm chance, which means that, I do believe with our thing, if we had trap disarm chance, it would be kind of insane. I don't know, actually, I don't think I have trap disarm chance on anything, which is fine. I mean, 70% is pretty darn good. And now this guy is going to be the one that we're going to use, but we also have all the Omega stuff to roll real quick, and what we can also do is plop all this stuff back into our system nice and quick. Of course, most of the foci are going to go somewhere else, but you know what? It's all good for now. Of course, we gotta get the vault fruits out of there because they're kind of useless. I do think as of right now, if we got anything new, we would need new boots because our boots are kind of far behind everything else, but we didn't get an Omega boots yet, so it is what it is. We're gonna save the legendary guaranteed modifiers for a second. Do we get any good pants? Not as good as our current ones because our current ones are pretty close to being like perfectly max. They're also living, so unless we get something insane. Magnet, compared to our current magnet, 10.8 versus 13.4. I mean, not awful, but I don't think we're getting max item rarity, max item quantity on anything relatively soon. I mean, if we got it, that'd be kind of insane. We did get a new shield, but unfortunately not as good as our current one, although we could go block chance, and that'd be big. But it does look like all this stuff is kind of dookie, so we will plop the shield in here. I also have this shield, I guess. I forgot about that one. That one's epic, though, but it is living. So I think if we're gonna use one, we should use this one after I upgrade it. But we can't use it right now, so we'll have to scrap it, which is fine. It's just a little unfortunate. It's all good, though. Not a problem. Get rid of that jewel. Chuck it over there. Okay, and now for the Omega rolls. Let's see what we get. Anything crazy? If we get a living chestplate with a legendary, I would be... Okay, we didn't. 27... Oh my gosh. 27% item rarity is insane. But, I mean, our current item rarity, item quantity is crazy anyway. 17% resistance. But I'm already max resistance. Massive trap disarm chance, but I'm already max, like, every... Okay, honestly, it's cool, but, like, it's not anything insane. Plus, we already have really good rolls on everything else. So, just take a bit for me to have to, you know, like, re-roll things. We did get an adaptive focus for one of them, though. That's big. Because the adaptive focus is upgrading a piece of gear to our current level, which is big. It's like the living modifier, but as a focus. We could upgrade the boots to our current level, and then maybe I put some of the chaotic foci on it. Honestly, I think that's what we'll do, because otherwise we're just going to have really bad boots, and we can change our shield out if we need to. But we will upgrade you, and then 19% item rarity with crazy, almost max healing efficiency. Crazy effect avoidance. Okay, I'll just use, you know, one, maybe. Okay, never mind. We hit max item quantity first. The very first thing that I did. I mean, effect avoidance is nice, but I don't think that it's worth using our empowered chaotic focuses on anything else. So maybe we could try to freeze a random modifier. That one's frozen. Okay. Item already has a frozen modifier. We reforged the base durability. That's not the worst thing that could happen if we get a good roll. Honestly, not bad. And then, how do I unfreeze? Improve rarity, upgrade gear to current level, corrupt it. Okay. I mean, it froze the max increased damage roll, so we could roll for some other stuff, but I think for now we just keep it, because that's kind of dope, honestly. 19 plus 8 armor, insane, and max item quantity, max item rarity. With our pickaxe in our hand, what's our item quantity and item rarity? 97.4 and 185.8. Treasure chests aren't affected by this, but treasure chests don't exist anymore, which is nice. And I guess we'll just run the vault now. Why not? Yep, let's go! Come on, let's see what we end up getting. Anything crazy? I did end up speccing into a couple different things, so we now have Toxic Reaction and 4 levels in Poison Nova, so that we can build poison stacks and kind of combo with that, and that should be cool. Thankfully, I do think the extra... Ooh, this room at the very beginning, I think we just avoid it. I don't really want to risk it. So we can just kind of avoid and not worry about it too much. But we will break you, and we will grab all of you guys. Okay, cool. And it looks like there's a coin pile over here, because we need a lot of elixir. And these elixir vaults at higher levels take so much elixir, it's actually kind of absurd. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful just to make sure that we can actually complete it, because if we can't, we're going to have to leave. And rather early as well, because we don't want to risk anything super crazy. Oh, that guy's a bow. We'll have to target him first. And we got you, perfection. We'll get you taken care of. Now you, and then you. And honestly, this is just what the vault's gonna be. So if I find some cool POI, I might I don't know how much I'm going to leave in the video, to be honest, because there's just so much cool stuff, but at the same time, it's all relatively the same thing that I've been doing for the past, like, several hours, for if you guys have been watching the video. I mean, some people have, some people haven't watched the full thing. I would highly recommend, if you are watching this and haven't seen the previous installment, to view that, because you might be missing some context, or might want to see where the journey started and where we're at now, and how we've even gotten here, because it's quite cool. But overall, we are at 150 days into Vault Hunters, and it's kind of incredible. We've come a long way, and I'm very, very happy with where we're at. And not gonna lie, it's really cool, and it's something that I'm very proud of, so I hope that you guys will support me in that. Also, this is incredibly loud. Hey. Perfect. We'll zap you. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And I guess it's just another wooden POI, but thankfully we can get some actual good stuff from the wooden POIs anyways. Is there like a hidden POI back there? I mean, I guess probably, because they're coming out of somewhere, so... And where else would it be? Ooh, there is. There's a dungeon back here. Guess what? I can tank it because I'm actually just kind of crazy with it. I don't know. One thing I am working on, though, is because people have really enjoyed in the past when I did Vault Hunters Plus, which is my own version of this pack with some add-ons that make it a little bit more absurd. I am working on it. I'm working on balancing it right now just to make sure that it's not, like, super, super OP or anything, but it'll be cool, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy that. And if you want to play it yourself, please let me know, and I will try and make it a public pack. I know that's not exactly the easiest thing for everyone, but I will try and do my best. And what I'll also be doing is I'm going to be making some tutorials on how to install the mod packs I play on this channel. Hopefully soon. I do need to get that recorded still, but it should be fine, and it should be all good. And essentially, we just go through, and we just keep going on. We keep going on, keep chilling, going through the vaults. Okay, that guy's a champion, so we gotta be a little bit careful. Perfection. He gave us a nice little Epic plus Vault Axe, which is cool. You'll love to see it. Very happy with that. Any of these chests, it's like, geez, just thank you for the free loot. You'll love to see it. I mean, like, come on now. Okay, can I get, like, one poison trigger, please? Okay, this guy's a bow. Let's take you out real quick. And then we can grab the coin piles, and we are not even at a quarter of our elixir, which is gonna be a little tough, seeing as we are literally all, I mean, we're 5 minutes in. It should be fine. Yeah, we got this. Ooh, Crystal Caves room. How do I want to do this? Do I... Honestly, let's see. Are there any player gems? There's one player gem in there. Okay, some guys spawned underneath. I guess we'll take underground first. Probably a good idea. I don't have a keybind for Poison Nova, which I probably should have set up, because it's definitely going to be helpful for if we want to, like, crazy combo stuff, but I mean, it's fine, right? It'll be all good. It's all fine. It's all good. Not a problem. It does look like there's, like, player gems in each of these, and, you know, that makes it very difficult for me to be able to move on. But I guess we get elixir for mining ores, which is good, because otherwise it'd be a little tough for me to be able to get through this. I do think if we can, we want to get a magnet with max reach added, because being able to have additional reach for our attacks would be massive. I mean, I don't know. It'd just be so helpful if I didn't have to get super close, because these guys have really, really far range for their attacks, which is a little annoying. Also, I probably should have made the copiously pickaxe, just so that when we mine ores, we can use it, but I didn't, nor did I bring in my other copiously pickaxe, so we just have to mine it with this one, which is why I'm glad I put Fortune 3 on it, because otherwise we'd be a little bit screwed, but it's fine. I mean, hey, we're at least getting, you know, some of the stuff we need, which is, you know, I'm not disappointed. I'm not unhappy in the slightest. Anyway, let's build up a little bit. These guys are gonna spawn, and we can hopefully just take them out from up here without any big risks. And I should probably try and Poison Nova set that up. I don't know. I probably should, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Any player gems in here would be much appreciated, please. Honestly, Echo, I'll take it. Would have been helpful if we had, you know, the copiously pick, because then we would have gotten, you know, some insane rolls, but honestly, if it's just going to be that, I will definitely take it still. Also, the reason why I put all of the coin pile stuff in here is because coin piles give actually quite a bit of elixir, and elixir vaults are quite difficult for us right now just because of the level we're at. So I wanted to make sure that it was actually going to be doable without it being, like, insanely difficult, because it would have sucked if we couldn't even do the vault because of how much elixir it cost us. But, I mean, hey, it's all good. Ow! You guys hurt. Please stop. You guys aren't friendly. You're not chill. You guys have bows. Okay, leave me alone, please. You know what? The Poison Nova definitely triggered there, so we were able to take on most of them. And I think building up actually triggered multiple of the things to actually spawn in and fight us, which was, yeah, I mean, not the best idea, but also not the worst, because now what we can do is we can just kind of waltz on over here and get these guys while we're up here, and those guys are all down there. They're stuck down there because we have the high ground, and they cannot build because they're stupid. They're too dumb to build. And now we'll just build our way over to here. We'll spawn all these guys in, and oh, they already spawned in. Okay, not bad. What ore is that? Painite? Okay. We're getting a lot of black opal, which is good, because we did need a lot of it for our black chromatic steel. So I'm very happy that we're getting as much as we are, because it has been quite difficult with how much black opal we've needed. Ow. This is a little bit risky, but we'll be fine, right? Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're good. We're good. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. We're fine. We're fine. Come on. Hey, get back. Ow. That actually, like, hurts. These guys actually do damage. I'm sad. Stop it. Thankfully, they're poisoned now. So if we just run them back into the poison, they should hopefully get more poison and then just start exploding from the poison. Because our poison chains into more poison, which is great. I'm very happy that that went as well as it did, and we didn't even drop below our normal amount of hearts, which is good. Also, there's a dude up there. Let's get rid of you real quick, and then let's get back up here and get the rest of the gems. Come on now. Honestly, this room alone has provided us so much of the elixir to complete this vault, it's kind of insane. Like, I think without it, it would have been a lot more difficult, but with it, we're able to actually get it completed relatively easily. So, I'm very happy. Thank you for giving me a Crystal Caves room, even though a little bit unfortunate that we can't, you know, loot all the other rooms that have even more of our stuff in it, but it's fine. It's not an issue. We'll heal, and then I'll take you guys out because it's no issue, and then boop, 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 boop. Perfect. Oh, there's another guy. Right back there. Goodbye! And now we'll mine you, and we'll get all the extra stuff. Thankfully, there are some player gems in here, like some ashium and some gorgonite. I also got a strong box, which is dope. And is there something I'm missing up there? Nope, just some of the green crystal stuff. Okay. I think we've looted most of this room, so let's just carry on and we can see what else we'll find. I don't know. Thankfully, these ornate chests just being kind of everywhere haphazardly is going to help us with getting more gear. The issue being is we only get like 1 or 2 ornate chests per room. So I don't fully know how well it's going to work, but it's fine. I could run like a full crazy ornate vault, which maybe that's the play. I don't know. I'm contemplating it because it would be cool and fun. I think that's what we're gonna do after this one, because I just want to see what we're gonna get, which will be insane. And then we also need to exchange some soul shards, because I want to do that once we hit 1,000,000 soul shards. Then I want to do that. Okay. Yes, so groups and poison AoE goes a little bit hard. Also, depending on what's in here, I'll take a vault trinket for 44. And a cheeseburger feast for 12. Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. We still got 567 vault gold. Plus we're mining more, and plus if I equip my pet, we can also get a little bit crazier. Holy ow! Okay, there we go, there we go. My volume was way too loud for that to happen. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We almost have the vault completed based on our elixir, but with the extra 12 minutes left, I'm contemplating just full, like, greed looting everything, because it's kind of worth it if we wanted to just get a bunch of stuff here, because this is kind of a vault where we'll be able to get an insane amount of stuff. I don't know. Do we or no? I think we do. If I don't, I'm gonna just be disappointed in myself. So we're just gonna greed loot for a little bit longer, and then we'll see what we end up getting at the very end. And hopefully we get another artifact, because that'd be nice. But if we don't, it is what it is. It's fine. It's not an issue. Okay, got a little sidetracked. Almost ended up, you know, running out of time, which would have been really bad. Thankfully, found a lodestone right in the nick of time, because I decided to probably overgreed, if I'm being honest. And you know what? I still think it was worth it. We'll see at the end what our stats end up being, but we did get our bounty completed, 71k. Of course, that means we got 213 chests, total of 2 trapped. So we avoided a lot of the trapped. We got 10k soul shards, We got a bunch of different gems. No Escalium or Xenium, unfortunately, but we still get the crate, and we also get to complete this bounty, which is perfection. We ended up getting 1 full level from that. Of course, I'm going to put that into Nova so that we get increased damage on that guy. Let's get some sleep real quick. Okay, well, we ended up getting quite a bit from that vault. Let's open up these, and we'll see what we end up getting in total. We did get another booster pack, a stat booster pack. It looks like this one's going to end up going towards resistance again, which is fine. We got another artifact. Is it a repeat? Nope, it is a brand new one. This one goes up here. Perfection. And with that, we're, what, a third of the way done? No, not even that. Not even. We're a little bit over, actually, we're like a quarter of the way done, which is not awful. Not the end of the world. We did find some Vorpal foci. That was from, I think, a shop pedestal in a vault shop. Of course, the vault gear is in this backpack now. I had a second backpack, I just forgot to set it up properly, so everything was just funneling into one. We did also get a small backpack from a shop pedestal, because it was super cheap. I think it was like 22 or like 15 for it, which is not bad whatsoever, so I was very happy. I just decided to yoink it up. We did get some more jewels, we got some more trinkets as well, and we're just gonna have to sort everything out. And then, I did also find 2 more bounties, so we need to mine 50 Larimar, and we need to find 2 fundamental foci, which, fundamental are these ones, which you get in treasure chests, or how else can we get them? So treasure chest loot, how do we get that? No idea. Or we can get them at the black market, or in shop pedestals. We can find them as well. So, bounty rewards, ornate chests as well. Okay, yeah, ornate chests, level 30 plus, big. What else can ornate chests give us? That's all the ornate chest loot. Okay, honestly, not too bad, not too terrible. We did also get quite a few dreamstones, which is great, because that means we're going to be able to work on even more insane vault crystal stuff, catalysts mostly, but we're also just going to get all this knowledge over here and get most of this stuff just taken care of nice and easy. Well, let's just roll the vault gear. We'll roll it all at once, who really cares? We'll see what we end up getting. Any omegas? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine, not too big of a deal. I do need to get out all of this stuff for the jewels, though, so that we can actually scrap this stuff, which is fine. Not too big of a deal, of course. We're just scrapping all of our unnecessary vault gear, and we'll roll all you guys. Any omegas? Nothing. No livings either, so we'll just scrap it all, and you know what? We'll see what we end up getting. What do I need to run? I need to mine more ores. I need ores anyways, so I think we're gonna end up running a little bit of a modified crystal. It'll be cool. You guys will see in a second. Okay, what we've crafted up here is we crafted a 3 crystal caves, 5x plentiful. Of course, we got Phoenix and accustomed, so that we can have 1 free extra life. It does have 4 challenge stacks, which is a little unfortunate. We got a little unlucky with that. But you know what? It's all good. We should be able to run it, and this should be quite nice. I am contemplating, though, potentially changing our shield to block chance and using the other living shield. I think we're going to do that, and we're going to upgrade it a little bit just so that we can be a little less risky. Or step 1 should be improving the rarity of the gear. Got crazy effect avoidance, which maybe we can get frozen here. Although we need all affixes filled for that, which is really unfortunate. But the prefixes are the ones that really matter with this, because our current one has, what, resistance, and then we can get resistance and soul quantity, which will be big. Which should be actually kind of massive, no? Okay, well, let's get back into it. So, we've got our 5x plentiful. I did upgrade this guy to be kind of insane, actually. We got max soul quantity, max resistance, max block chance, and then we got healing 3 cloud when we're hit. So we should be able to out-heal most things through it. But of course, it is a little risky. We also made our pickaxe, which has 102% copiously. so we don't need to get any extra copiously, unless you can get better stuff by going even higher than 100%, but I don't think you can. Also, it looks like the first one that we want to go to is behind the starting room. So I guess we just gotta play it nice and safe and slow, and we just run and go. Looks like we've got whatever the heck that is for the rune boss, which will be interesting. Maybe we can get a bunch of runes from mining the ores, but other than that, I don't really know how this is gonna go. But thankfully, it does seem like we just go out, and then we carry on continuing kind of like this, actually. Let's just go... And we go one more out, and then we get the first Crystal Caves room, then we get the second one, and then we can go get the third one, and I'm not going to waste any time at all. Because we want to make sure that we're maximizing the amount of ores we get, because we get essentially 200% ores total for the vault, and in Crystal Caves rooms, that means that, like, every ore chance is going to be an ore in there, which is massive. So we do not want to waste it whatsoever. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have to trigger you guys. We'll have to fight you guys. Get poison, perfection, and that honestly was not even too bad at all. That was pretty safe, pretty easy. I'm glad, because that could have been a lot worse if we had gotten a little unlucky, but it's all good, because we have our block chance being massive. I mean, we block a quarter of all hits, and then we also have our poison for AoE. And then we also have long range attacks, which is big. Although, they're starting to get a little overwhelming, and our mana, we might need to work on mana regen. Our mana regen's pretty decent, though. But, yeah, we did take a little damage. We got everything up there. We'll get this one next. Some stuff probably spawns from it. Nope, I guess this stuff already spawned, so not too shabby. I'll just grab you for free. We're probably gonna get some of random runes for the boss from mining these, although I don't actually know. Do we have any? We have 3 boss runes already. A capstone, some gold, and some rare plus leggings, which are kinda dookie. But it's fine, it's all good. This guy's gonna spawn, and now we just take these guys out nice and safe, and we'll drop down actually, because we can't do a lot of damage from that far away, which is a little lame, but I mean, thankfully, we can face tank a lot with the block chance, to be honest. It goes kind of crazy when we're blocking a quarter of all attacks, and then we also have resistance, so the damage that they do is like nothing. But we do have the Phoenix modifier just in case something does happen, which is probably a good contingency, because you never know if something might just randomly happen into the vault, and we might just explode into death, because that's just kind of what happens sometimes. Okay, let's poison you guys. We'll start by getting 1 or 2 of you down. Okay. They don't want to be poisoned and die from poison, which is a little lame. But you know what? I kind of understand it. I get it. I get it. There we go. Perfect. We got him, and we just heal up again, because we could heal for free pretty much. And we're already up to 100 mana already, which is crazy, because our mana regen... Actually, what is our mana regen percentage? It's gotta be really high. But I don't actually know. Overpower for 18 seconds. I don't know if I don't know if that affects the mobs in here, but if it does, that would have been big. I don't think we still have it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's all good. Overpower essentially just puts all mobs to 1 HP the moment they spawn in, which is kind of insane. I mean, it's kind of cool too, but it's just a little interesting. These guys also give, like, no soul shards, which is kind of lame, but at least they give a good amount of, you know, ores in the room, so I will definitely take it. Okay, I think there's probably just the POI up there, and then we can try and check up top. I don't think there's much up there, though. Let's get you taken care of first, though. How can you hit me from, like, through a wall, but I can't hit you when I'm right in front of you? That's kind of lame. I mean, fair enough, but it's just obnoxious. We got an echo. That's big. 100% copiously goes kind of crazy, though. You'll love to see it. Honestly, plus the durability, the bonus durability, it just makes this pickaxe so much better already. And it doesn't look like there's anything up there, so we're just gonna go on to the next one. Ooh, this next room actually is a chromatic cave, so maybe we'll just yoink a little bit of stuff. Okay, fine, you guys are gonna spawn in, I don't really care. I'm just going for the big veins, because we've got 20 minutes, so that gives us enough time for a little bit of distraction, but not an insane amount of time for distraction. Just enough time for me to get a little bit extra of the chromatic iron that we need for more chromatic steel, so we can make more black chromatic steel, because we go through so much of that every time I try and make anything new, which is fine. It's just obnoxious when I run out of chromatic iron, and we ended up getting 1,000 of it, which is good. And we also got some booster packs. On hit effect to the boss, extra health to the boss, extra damage, extra health. Those two are perfect, and then I think we just loot this next beautiful Crystal Caves room. Come on now. Let's see. Okay, it is a multicolored one. Looks like there's some echo over there. There's a lot more crystals in here, which is interesting. Thankfully, I do think we can just use the strat of just coming up here and hopefully just evading most of it. I mean, having 100% copiously means that we're getting just so many ores. There's so many gems from these ores, so it's kind of nuts, but... Okay, you're down there now, and now we'll just build you, and we'll get even more Xenium and other player gems. They can actually hit us, which is a little lame, but it's fine. We're gonna come over here. These guys are gonna spawn in, and we'll take you guys on, because it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We got this. Easy. You just keep tanking. Ow. Actually, they do quite a bit of damage. Where'd these guys come from? I guess over there? They came up the stairs. Okay. They came from down below. Which is fine. It's just, like, bruh. Come on now. Okay, we poisoned them, and now we'll have to heal again, and now we just casually take them on. And perfection. Okay, and now we can take all their ores. Which is great, because it looks like there's some player gems here. Which is even better, because the more player gems, the more that this is worth it. And also more echo, because we need to go into a ton of different treasure rooms to get even more stuff. And treasure rooms are actually... The one thing that's limiting me going into treasure rooms is just the amount of echo that we end up getting in each vault. Which is why I'm targeting echo with every single vault bounty that we get. I have to get echo in it, because otherwise we're just running out of echo the moment I go into any room. Because each treasure key costs us 4 echo, which is not a lot, but it's enough for it to actually be kind of annoying for me to get. Which is why we're doing this, so that we can get, hopefully, a ton of player gems and a ton of echo, because I also accidentally spent all my pogs and stuff on getting 2 backpacks, which was, you know, it was a decision. I don't know yet if it was a worthwhile decision. I mean, it was, to be honest. Just because of the amount of vault gear we end up getting, I was filling up more than just the 1 backpack, so we needed a second one, but definitely a big investment for not so big a return immediately, but honestly worth it still. I'll still count it as very worth. These guys, of course, are going to hit me with their candy-shaped clubs, which is strange. I know it's supposed to be a crystal, but it looks like it's just like a nerd's gummy cluster, which, by the way, are absolutely fire. I would highly recommend just snacking on some nerd's gummy clusters, especially if you get the extra calories in your whatever diet you're doing. Nerd's gummy clusters, kind of fire, but I don't know. I'm just chilling. Come on now, we gotta get you, and doesn't look like there's a ton up there. Anything over to this side, or not really? Oh, there's actually like 3 POIs. That's big. Okay, let's get them. Okay, perfect, and now we get all the ores. And let us see, we got some sparkletine in there, we got some gorgonite as well, beautiful, beautiful. Looks like there's some ashium in there, and we'll just be seeing how much I'll end up getting from this vault very, very shortly after I go through the third, of course, the third room is the big one, but there's also a UI up here that I need to get to, which I don't even know, have I summoned the mobs for it yet? It appears I had not, which now means that I have. It does look like that is an echo. Echo ore, perfect. We get ourselves some extra echo gems. You do love to see it, yes. We'll also be getting ourselves some opaline and some mobenitite, which is perfect because we need quite a large amount of those particular ores. But what we can do now is we can just face tank the mobs and just absolutely annihilate them, which is perfect. And now I guess we just go downstairs and we see what is going to be down here. Okay, that looks like there's just another POI down in this chasm. Okay. I mean, hey, there's some tubium, some ashium, some other stuff down here too. I'm not gonna complain about the extra player gems because we need them, especially after spending, I think it was like 20 pogs on getting a second backpack. It was, you know, it was a smart play for, yep, I don't know why I did it. I did it on accident, not knowing how much I had or how much it was going to cost as a percentage of what I had, but you know what? It's all good. You live and you learn, and we are where we are because of where we came from. And you know what? I'm happy. We're chilling. We're just getting all the ores we can and having a good time. Of course, we get the heal. We also get the random healing cloud, although I don't know the percentage chance of us getting those particular clouds from our alternative stuff, like from the shield. What I do know, though, is that we get it somewhat often, which is good enough for me, because it means we can mostly tank any fight that I need to get into for absolutely no reason, which is perfect. And it does look like there's another guy just stuck up there. I don't know why he doesn't just come down, but he's just a stupid dum-dum. And you know what? Extra Escalium for me, because of his stupidity, which is perfect. You'd love to see it. Much player gems, many perfections. Also, much Benitite is very, very helpful as well. Okay, it looks like that's all the stuff in that one, so I guess we just got the last one, and then we get to skedaddle. Okay, well, this room is actually rather bare in comparison, so I guess we'll just have to come down here and get rid of the rest of these guys downstairs, and then we'll head back to the boss room. I think we should be able to take on a boss if I've got like 5 minutes. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm not going to do any crazy boss-like things. I'm just going to do the, you know, kiting strat where I run around the boss and just evade everything, because it seems like that is definitely the best way to actually handle the boss fights. From everything that I've seen, there's no real way to fully, you know, safely survive the boss fights without just playing it back if you want to get the loot that you particularly like. So at least for now, we're going to have to do that, which it'll definitely be interesting in Vault Hunters Plus to see how everything goes, but I think you guys will definitely enjoy that, and we're going to do definitely at least a couple 100 days, if not thousands of days in that, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I am curious, though, about your guys' suggestions for mods I should add, because I'm working on adding a bunch of different ones, and I'd also like to hear you guys' ideas and suggestions, because they matter to me, and I think that we could add some pretty cool stuff, so I'd just like to see it. Anyway, let's just get through all these guys, and then we gotta go fight the boss real quick, and it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, it looks like that is the entire... Okay, there's one more POI. One more POI. Not the end of the world, but... just get you guys nice and easy, nice and taken care of. Ow. To get rid of the tiny dudes that keep attacking us for no reason. Where am I being shot from? Oh, it's just this guy. Goodbye, bro. And now we just come up here and we plop you in there. And it looks like we got another Omega, which is cool. We also got another booster pack, which is dope. Don't know which ones I want to use. I know I need more resource cards for catalyst fragments so I can get even more insane vault catalysts, but That's kind of like a secondary thing. So we got a mixed booster pack versus an arcane booster pack. I think we go arcane, and we'll just do those 3, because I think it took 3, right? Ooh, it needs 5 minimum. Okay, so I guess we'll do that one, and then we'll go other booster pack, and anything crazy in here? A merchant capstone, don't really need them. An identified wand, we'll go boots actually. We need new boots anyways. And we'll just do these guys, and it shouldn't be too hard for us to just defeat the boss nice and easy. So let's summon him. Perfection. I don't actually know what it added, so hopefully it's not anything... Oh, there's 2. Okay. We're just gonna do the normal default strat. It shouldn't be too hard. We just do, you know, the running around and the... actually, this works. Although they have 4,000 health, which is a little bit much. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal, because we can just evade and just play the space, play the time, and we just take them on, we take them out. We got this. Easy dubs. Poison, they got the Nova poison, perfection, and we just keep evading. We got a block on there, which is massive, because otherwise I think we would have taken a bunch of damage. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. There's 2 golems, though, which is a little bit of a... Oh, and one of them poisoned me, which I guess is interesting. I guess that's a on hit when they hit me. That is the death of me. So we've died already. That was the Phoenix popping. So we insta-exploded from 1 hit there, which was a little bit, you know, not ideal. So let's just take our time and not die, because that sucks. That's actually really obnoxious that we ended up dying there, because, I mean, it's Phoenix, so we had the Phoenix modifier, but it's still not ideal. Let's just keep on running around, They're still stupid, they can't really hit us, they're not really good at ranged attacks, so we're just gonna keep doing this. And it has a tiny bit of health left. We're just gonna take our time, that's all we gotta do. That's all we gotta do, just don't get hit, just take our time, and we got it. Perfect. Never get impatient when it comes to these bosses. You just run, you hide, you play ranged, because they will just ruin you if you try and play close range, apparently, especially with the extra damage that they did, but that's neither here nor there. We ended up getting a ton of stuff, so we're gonna look at it real quick. Let's open it up. And what we ended up getting, 164 Benny, 90 Alexandrite, 82 Painite, 17 Black Opal, 11 Ashium, 9 Xenium, 8 Pizzanite, 6 Sparkletine, 6 Upaline, 5 Gorgonite, 4 Bombignite, 4 Tubium, 3 Echo, 2 Escalium, and no Larimar. Honestly, pretty decent, pretty dope. We ended up getting our stuff, and you know what? 12 Echo for 1 Vault, not bad in the slightest. Let's see what we end up getting. +1 to chaining. What is chain? Oh, shoot. Chaining is a thing in here? Is there a chaining thing? Like, level thing? Or is it something else entirely? Oh, chaining, it's a rampage thing. Okay, changes rampage to give your attacks a chaining effect, hitting multiple mobs beyond the first instead of increasing your damage while rampaging. 12 mana per second, okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I mean, instead we got Hero's Landing, which is interesting as well, but Pain Booster Pack, Taunt, Implode, Glacial Blast, not gonna really worry about any of those. 0.2 item rarity for each blue row stat card. So we want as many of the evolve cards as we can for those. And that's a blue stat card, so honestly, that's dope. We'll chuck these guys in here. We're not going to scrap them just yet, but we ended up getting quite a few other stuff as well, so that's nice. Blue row stat card, evolving item rarity card. That one's not doing anything particular, so that one will go there, and then we can switch those guys out. We can switch, that one needs to be green, that one needs to be yellow. So we can, honestly, getting 0.6 for that is not bad at all. And then we still have the catalyst fragments in there. This one's each yellow row card. I mean, alternatively, we could use it for something else, but I don't fully know. I don't think we do. I don't think we need to. I think what I'll do is I'll just scrap both of these, because neither of them are super particularly useful right this second. Or actually, we'll save them just in case we need them sometime later. We'll save them. And what are the quests that we need to do? Oh, reaching max level, Challenger's Vault Rock, craft a Challenger's Vault Rock. Upon reaching level 65, you unlock the possibility to craft a Challenger's Vault Crystal. This crystal cannot be modified and keeps track of your win streak. Every time you successfully complete a Challenger's Vault Crystal, you increase the difficulty of the next Challenger's Crystal you run. When you fail, and you will, you receive embers depending on how far you got. And the Ascension Forge is where you get transmogs, and you get prefix and suffixes for your name tag. So it's more aesthetic stuff. But honestly, not the end of the world. That's pretty cool. Anyway, what kind of stuff we got up in here? We got 5 pieces of Omega level gear to roll. Let's roll all this stuff first, though. Anything super crazy? Nope, doesn't look like it. And now what we'll do is we'll roll all the Omega stuff. Anything super crazy did we get? Axe, honestly, Axe 39 out of 64. I'd only really keep if it was like a max roll. Not anything crazy, not anything crazy. Leggings 20 and, or 18 and 25.5. I would need some insane item rarity on here to make it worth it. This one has item rarity and item quantity, but honestly, none of these are really worth it, so it's fine. It is what it is. It's all good. We're just chilling. Anyway, I'll sort out everything, and then I think we're gonna have to run some more vaults. I don't think I'm gonna run any crazy modified vaults. I might run a vault or two with with the mushroom, just so that we can get as many livings as possible to get catalyst fragments. But alternatively, I could just, you know, loot wooden chests, which is probably the play. So I think I'll just do that. Okay, let's just get into the vault and we'll see what we find. Come on now, come on now. Okay, we're just going for all the wooden chests we can, and of course we got the 2 rooms, so we just gotta get as many wooden chests as we can within the time, and then we'll go out and we'll just see just how many catalyst fragments and other stuff we ended up getting. Okay, well, it looks like in the starting room, because I've been through the rest of the vault, in the starting room there is a treasure door that will open up. I don't really want an axe. We'll see what we get for a chest plate. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be really bad, who knows. Let's just do this real quick. And unfortunately, I forgot that if you add anything to a vault, you no longer get any of the catalyst fragments. So we've run this vault entirely just for catalyst fragments, and we didn't get any because that's not how that works, which is great. Very unfortunate, but it's all good, because, wait, I need to find a lodestone, because we can actually finish the vault. Let's not leave. Oh, perfect. There's just one over here. Okay, great. You love to see it. Let's just claim you, and then we'll just... Mobs explode. And then, of course, we just mine these guys up real nice and easy, nice and quick. And now we get out of the vault, and let's see how many chests we ended up getting. 103,000 XP, 672 wooden chests. Kind of absurd. Our cat gained an extra particle slot, so I guess we could add some particles to it. We got a double deck? What does this do? Oh, that's really weird. Maybe it'll be useful for something. I think it's just too small for most like good combos though. We did get a mixed booster pack, so I guess we'll open that up and let's see what we got. Copiously thorns damage soul quantity. Can we just go copiously? Actually, we have max copious. Why am I making anything copiously when we already have 100%? Oh well. We definitely need to replace our current trinket. This one has 3 uses, but we'll scrap. Actually, this guy will come out of here, and we'll scrap it for some. It just disappears. Well, that's fun. We did end up getting a cove and a mushroom, which is cool. The alternative is we just do a couple mushroom things and we just go living chests, since we do get 1 catalyst fragment per 9 living chests. But I don't know, do we want to do that? Maybe, maybe not. We do have a bunch of other stuff to get sorted out though, and let's plop our companion down here for now. Wooden companions challenge, interesting. Particle trail, honestly, you know what? That'll look cute. That'll be perfect. And we need 500,000 to get it to level 7, which we unlock the next relic slot at level 8, which is going to be interesting. So we got to just work on that. We also just got to keep going. We have 1 more level. I think we put that into Nova. Nova, we're at 6 out of 8. I mean, yeah, I think that's good. We can chuck the relic in there. There's also just a bunch of other stuff. Those are too big. I'm only throwing in stuff that's a size 11 and lower into our storage system, so that I don't end up like clogging it up with a bunch of random stuff that's like massive for catalysts. I'm just trying to keep it, you know, organized, somewhat organized rather, and just kind of clean with it. I don't know. Got a ton of stuff there, which is crazy, and I'm very happy. But the main issue now is just gonna be, I mean, taking care of everything, and we did complete a quest. So we get a free key for that. Which key did we get? Let's see, and it was a Sparkle Team key. Okay, cool. How much Echo do we have? Echo 29, okay. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll craft them up in a second, but let's get all the bounty pearls. Okay. Get all the bounty pearls out of here first, and then we'll just chuck everything else into our storage system, because why not? Well, now that we've gotten all that taken care of, let's just, you know, use up all these jewels. We'll see what we end up getting. If we get anything super crazy, that's dope. Okay, looks like we got a couple good item quantity ones to save up, and 1 max percent copiously, which is massive. We'll definitely be saving that for the future. Still got a ton of other stuff. Max vanilla immortality. We also have a bunch of trap disarm chance, which is great. But looks like everything else is kind of bad, so we'll just scrap everything else. And then we gotta make the keys. So we gotta make everything but Xenium and Sparkletine keys. So I guess it'll be just on what we have the most. A gem. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like we've got a bunch of Ashium. So we'll make 1 Ashium cluster, 1 Pizzanite cluster. We already have Sparkletine key. Let's make a Bombignite cluster. We'll make an Escalium cluster. And then the next highest one is Oopaline, so we'll make an Oopaline cluster. And that is definitely all we're gonna do for now. Wait, except first I gotta make the actual key molds themselves. There we go, perfect. And then we get key pieces. Wait, we just get, yep, there we go, blank keys. Now we have our 5 keys, and that's perfect, because now we can just combine them to get all the different beautiful, beautiful handy dandy vault keys. So, perfection. And now, what do we need to run? We need to find Wizard Wands, and mine Larimar. So we need to have A scavenger hunt vault. Okay, dope, dope. Let's get it. Okay, that took a long time to prep for, but it's all good. Let's go into this vault, and you guys will see just what it is. It's a massive scavenger vault. And it looks like we need to go for a little bit of everything. But we do have the mushrooms for living chests. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like living chests are actually necessary on here, but that's fine. Let's go see if we can find everything. Come on. Ooh, we even have the key for it, too. That's perfect. Okay, let's get in here. I do need new leggings. So that's perfection. And let's see what we get from the sand. Anything crazy. We got another treasure deck, which is cool. So we can make another treasure deck if we want to, like, combo with some stuff. But honestly, it doesn't look like we got a ton of stuff in here, which is fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's not an issue. Ooh, there's even some ores down here that we can get too. I mean, we need Larimar, but I also need the skeleton bone shards, which is perfect. So now we've got some of them. Need to hopefully find some more gilded chests, and then we go to the last mushroom, which is over there. So I guess we'll just go this direction for now. I mean, hey, it's not too bad, not too bad. This sword is still doing pretty darn amazing, although I would definitely love to get a full living set of stuff, because that's, like, the best that we could possibly get, but, we're doing pretty good. Okay, thank God there's an ore room here, because otherwise we might be a little bit screwed, but I think we should be able to just clinch this out. It's just gonna be a little tight. Thankfully there is a scavenger altar down here, which is great, and hopefully, okay, some assassin mobs, not bad, not bad. Just keep trying it, perfection. Oh, another one back there, hiding. Okay, can I get any more of these skeleton bone shards, please? Please, please, please. Do I have to go up? It's probably up. Okay. Ooh, this POI is actually pretty big, too. Okay, let's just hope. Okay, we need, like, what? A couple more? I don't actually know how much I need. I probably should be going copiously, though, to make sure that I get as much as possible, but who knows, right? Like, it's all good. Let's just try and be careful. Try and get the skeleton bone shards, and hopefully we'll be able to get through it. How many do I have? I still have just one. Shoot. Okay, do I commit to it, or do I try and run? I don't know. I think we just... We can rebuy all of our stuff back, so I think I'm just gonna full commit to it, and hopefully we get it. Okay, we got two out of 9. Shoot. Okay. We may need to run. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. If we don't get it here, we're just gonna have to run. There's nothing else I can do. We're just gonna have to try and get out. Never mind, we got them all. Perfect. Okay. Well, now I can just leisurely mine away, because we've got 2 minutes until I need to deposit them, although it does take a second for them to deposit, so we should probably keep that in mind and be a little bit tactful with this. Okay, let's drop down, swap those guys back out, and let's just deposit them just so that we secure it, because I think we got a lot of stuff. There's also just a dungeon down here that I had to clear, which was fun. Is there some guy hiding, like, back? Oh, wait, there's ores below. Shoot. Okay, well, you know what? It's all good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. We got it. You know what? I am very happy with how that went. You know, it's all good. We ended up getting a very, very sizable amount of some stuff. Of course, 147k XP. We got 313 living chests. Of course, 10,000 soul shards, because what would it be if it wasn't 10,000 soul shards? We only found one wizard wand, which is unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. And you know what? We got a lot of inscriptions as well. We replaced all of our mushrooms, which is absurd, by the way. We also got some extra inscriptions, which is cool. A library and a cove, which is big. We also got couple booster packs, which is great, but I think I'm gonna have to sort everything out real quick, and then I will see you guys in a second. We did also get a lost bounty, which we can get a full legendary bounty for. Submit 109 Vault Essence. Okay, that one's kind of actually really bad, to be honest, but you know what? At least we can claim it, like, immediately and get that, and it gives us a bunch of XP, and we'll get you guys, nothing much. Okay, and I still gotta sort out all this stuff. Oh my gosh. How many inscriptions do I have? We've got a ton of inscription stuff for whatever we want to make, to be honest. And then we can also stack the catalyst stuff. But apparently we don't get a ton of catalyst fragments for getting all of those chests. Actually, I mean, catalyst fragments, we did get 1 for every 9. So, you know what? Fair enough. Maybe we run the 3 mushrooms, but plus a ton of living to get insane amounts of living. I think that's what we'll do, just to try and farm catalysts, but I don't know. I think we'll have to wait for a second, and I gotta get everything else into the system first. Okay, out of just that one vault, we ended up getting 420 knowledge shards. So we've got a lot of knowledge. The issue is I don't have a ton of vault diamonds, so I do need to target gilded chests probably next for us to be able to get some more knowledge stars. But for now, we should be able to go through all the jewels, and then we'll go through the booster packs, the trinkets, and all of the vault gear, because this entire bag is full of vault gear. Okay, well, let's at least go through the vault gear. I think we'll do the omegas first, and then if we get any omegas additionally, that'll be dope. But let's just see. To mana regen and to knockback resistance, so kind of bad. The sword, 60 damage compared to our current 63. 5 chaining attacks, good dungeon damage. Good horde damage as well. Low sweeping hit, but this one doesn't have great sweeping hit either, but I don't think we keep it. I think that one's gonna get scrapped along with that. And I guess we do need a new charm, due to our current charm having 2 uses left. So let's see what we end up getting. Common Idona or a rare Tenos. Attack damage, cooldown reduction. I probably should have kept the old charms, because I didn't realize how they worked when I was throwing them away. But you know what? It's all good. We got a Tenos charm. So I guess those guys will go in there, and we'll scrap them up. And now we just gotta go through everything else, which hopefully doesn't take 8 years. Although it probably will, because that's just kind of what happens. We did get an adaptive focus, which is good, to upgrade our gear to the current level. Which I'm contemplating using on our sword after we get to level 70, or the next, like, jump in increases, but I don't know yet. We'll wait on it and see what happens. But for now, I do think we gotta roll everything else and see if we get anything cool. Well, let's do the epics first, just to see if we get any omegas. Any omegas? I think I rolled everything in our backpack, to be honest. And I don't think we got any omega. We got 1 omega, but it's a tome. And a magnet, which, honestly, this magnet's not bad. Max item rarity as well. Max trap disarm chance. Soul quantity is whatever, but it doesn't have as many modifiers, so I think we skip over that for now. We did get a living set of leggings with a legendary item. Wait a second. It's also epic. So, wait, this magnet is... Oh, it's a goopy magnet. Okay, I thought it was living for a second. Let's chuck this stuff in here for now. And I think that we're gonna end up actually using these leggings, because they've got max item, or max armor, good ability power, good normal armor roll. The thing is if we can, so if I do this, all of the modifiers are full, so if I freeze a random one, shoot. I mean, it froze resistance, which is not bad. The main issue is just the effect duration and durability. I mean, we could try some stuff, but I don't know. Do we improve the rarity? You only live once. Let's see. So if we do that, we get you knockback resistance. That's fine. We can re-roll that. We're gonna remove. We're gonna remove again. Okay, it's got a 1 in 3 chance to hit the item rarity. If it hits item rarity, it is what it is. We're just gonna re-roll until we get like max rolls on both item rarity and item quantity. But it's all good. It's all good. It's fine. Let's just remove one more. Come on. Okay, it removed item rarity. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. If I reforge all prefixes, it'll reforge the things other than resistance. So we can still go for whatever. And what we really want is Arcane or Nova. Like Poison Nova. So that would be big. But it's all good. We can just take our time. Okay, that took way too long and way more than I thought it would of my stuff. But we got max roll, item quantity, item rarity, mana regen, armor, and then we got effect avoidance. I didn't end up finding Arcane or something else that I could use on the skill side. So essentially, just, you know, it's all good. It's all good. What we can do now is we can just plop on our leggings, swap them out, and these ones, I guess, we'll get, I mean, they're really good leggings, so maybe, just in case, we just keep them, just in case something bad happens. I don't know, I don't think anything bad's gonna happen, but now I gotta scrap all this stuff, which is gonna take 8 years, so let's see what we get. Nothing crazy for you guys, okay. Now I gotta scrap all this stuff, and then we've got to make ourselves, because this is fake. This is a fake vault. It's not there. Let's upgrade Nova. And what we can do is I can downgrade heal by 1. So we still heal 5, which is good. And we can upgrade Nova to max so that next we can start working on more toxic reaction. Because as of right now, we're at 50%. We want to get it to 70 to 90%, which will be massive. What I could do... See, the mana regen while at full health is really big. Same with the soul quantity while being above 80% mana. The thing is I am using more mana stuff, so I think we can take off all witchery because I'm not really using it, and I guess with that we can go full toxic reaction and do that as like a combo. And then, honestly, that's pretty big. Being a chilled mob has a chance to cause a okay, that's chilled mobs. This is minimum damage when using lightning abilities. Chance to stun mobs with lightning abilities. Okay, interesting. Well, I've got to scrap a bunch of stuff, and then we're gonna make another stupid, crazy living crystal, which will be hilarious. But, yeah, let's do it. Well, before we head into the vault, I actually forgot that we have some stuff to open. So we've got item rarity card, yellow. I think I need more yellow cards anyways, so that's big. We can also go crit hit resistance, will go in here. And you, 2% soul quantity, very interesting. Versus just base attack damage, we'll go soul quantity. I know it's not like anything super crazy, but you know what? It is what it is. It's all fun and games. Okay. So, each yellow card in the row, item rarity, that's red. So we can just replace that one and it'll just base increase the stuff. Yep. Okay, cool. And then this one has more item quantity than item rarity. So we want more item rarity than item quantity in here. Which means, I guess what we can do is we can replace that with that. And, yeah, I mean, heck yeah. Each blue row stat card. Okay. I mean, this one... We've got blue ones here, so what I could do... That needs to be green for that. Okay, so we're kind of at an impasse with this being right here. I could shift everything to the side one and try and figure that out, but I'm not going to do that right now because that would take more brain power than I want to deal with right now, so you know what, it's all good. Let's see what trinkets we get. Anything cool? We got another carapace and a Valara's petal, both of which I will scrap because I don't need them. And then I still need to scrap the vault gear, but thankfully we can make some more of whatever we need. And my Adonis Charm has 2 uses left, which is really, really lame, but it's all good. It's fine. Okay, well, all that stuff's gotten taken care of, and now it is time to head into this vault. And we're just gonna see the total amount of stuff we can end up getting. 6x living, 1x gilded, it's a brazier vault, and we've got our 3 beautiful mushroom things to the side, which is fine. And you know what? Let's just get going. No reason not to. Let's go. I mean, hey, if I find a treasure door, I'm definitely gonna go into it, because, I mean, come on now. Why not? Okay, let's just pray that that one's gonna be better than the common plus that it is. And you know what? Here's to hoping. Maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? But the main reason I'm in here is for the special foci that we can only get in here, and it doesn't look like we ended up getting any, which is fine. That's just a little obnoxious. It's all good, though. I don't care. That's annoying. Oh my gosh. There are so many living chests in here. This is absurd. Actually, this is stupid. I'm gonna just keep looting all of these. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. It's hilarious. This is so stupid. I love it. I love it so much. This is great. Okay, wrong button. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, that was weird. It's all good though. It's all good though. Now all we gotta do is just keep looting them. Just keep looting up the chests. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. The amount of living stuff we're gonna get from this vault is absurd. I cannot wait to see the stats at the end of this. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just go into here. And of course we still have one more thing to actually check out for this, like one more room. We have one entire mushroom left to clear out, but you know, saw a treasure door, decided, you know what, let's check it out, and it ended up being one that we had, which was xenium. We had 2 of that, so now we're down to 1, and you know what, it's all good. Heck yeah. Okay, I want you guys to, in the comments, please leave your guesses for how many living chests you guys think we ended up looting in this vault. It's going to be kind of insane. We're going to see it in a second. I'm really curious on what you guys think, and we're going to see just how many we ended up getting very, very soon. We ended up getting 141,000 XP, or 151,000 XP. I'm blind. And honestly, pretty insane, pretty amazing. We didn't take a ton of damage. We took very, very little damage. I don't actually know how much damage did we take. How much damage did we take? I have no idea. But we didn't take very much damage, which is cool. Ultimately, though, what really matters is how many chests we ended up looting. So we're gonna see that in a second, and you guys are gonna see. And I want you guys to leave a guess right now for how many living chests you thought we would open. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, 501. Pretty amazing. Not a ton of soul shards because, again, we decreased that to change some stuff around. 504 treasure sand, which is pretty dope. Some coin piles. We didn't get a ton of coin piles. I did get some ores though, which was cool. And we actually took no damage, which is I don't think that's accurate. Oh, damage you took from mobs. I think I stepped on something, but I don't actually know. Anyway. Oh no, I got poison. 33 catalyst fragments. We did not get a return on investment for that, but that's fine. We got a bunch of other stuff too, and a ton of extra inscriptions as well that we'll have to go through. Of course, you love to see it. We ended up getting an insane amount, as well as some key pieces too, because it wasn't just a mushroom vault. Overall, I do think that was kind of worth it, though it was a little bit interesting what we ended up actually getting from it. So, you know what? Not super disappointed. Not super happy either, but you know what? It's all good. We were chilling. So now I think we'll look in here. We ended up getting just 1 Omega Plus, but we got a ton of vault gear for that vault. And I think we're gonna just chuck everything in here into our system before I go through anything else. Well, just rolled all the jewels. We ended up getting, I think, 2 okay jewels. That one's actually not great, which is kind of a bummer because we ended up getting 1 good jewel, which we'll keep for later. We're gonna have to scrap the rest of them, which is gonna take another long little while. But it's all right. And then we've got to roll the vault gear. We also have the vault trinkets. I think I still have a couple trinkets that we haven't discovered yet, which will be interesting. But we just gotta take care of all this, and then we can go through everything else, which will be very interesting. Okay, let's check out the trinkets now. Let's see what we got. Okay, a phylactery and a golden burger. Golden burger might actually be really, really useful here. The item rarity is good, but I think we need as much XP as we can to try and grind it out here. It is kind of unfortunate in the current situation we're at, but it's all good. It's fine. I also think what I'm going to do is we're going to go from using Slimy to using Elvish Air, because I do think Elvish Air just negates all fall damage, which is massive. And now I guess we just got to roll the vault gear. Let's see what we get on this guy. Anything crazy? Assassin damage. Min roll assassin damage. It does look like the stuff did get upgraded at level 69, which is nice. Kind of a bummer though that we're kind of stuck with some of the stuff, but these are 67. Why is this 67? I completed a vault while wearing it. Is it because of the frozen modifier? Is that why? That's very interesting. If so, that's very, very interesting. Because I didn't know it could do that. But it doesn't look like anything else increased, so maybe we try and get a good roll on this, and then we just re-roll everything until we get something good. I think that's what I'm going to have to do, because otherwise it's just going to be way, way too long of a thing. Anyway, I'll take care of that, and then I'm going to run some vaults off camera, just so that you guys don't have to worry and watch me just scramble around doing dumb stuff for the next, 4 hours, because that's probably how long it's going to take for me to get anywhere close to the level that I want to get to, which is level 75, which, you know what, hopefully we can get there by day 200, but I'm not fully certain with how slow leveling's been going, but it's all good. Looks like we did get another Omega Totem, or Charm rather. It is, unfortunately, pretty dookie. Especially because we have 0 rep with her. So I think we're just gonna have to go like Tenos or Wend. Honestly, movement speed, not bad. I don't hate just having movement speed. That would be nice. It's fine, we'll keep that one. Let's see what else we roll. Anything good? Honestly, let's just roll everything in here. And let's see, anything good. Does not look like it. No living stuff. We did get fear and then attack damage. Honestly, not great. So we will just scrap all this stuff. It's fine. And I'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully once we get to level 75, or when it's close to day 100 and we're not level 75 yet, because for some reason it's taking me forever. Hey, well, we've finally hit level 75. It took me all the way to day 193, but we got there. And before we run this vault, which is a pretty big one, it is a Bingo Crystal Caves, a custom, plentiful, wooden, soul boost, wealthy, gilded, ornate, living, Looter's Dream vault, and that is just so that we don't get any traps going on, and we're going to run that after we open up all this stuff, and then we have a bunch of vault gear to roll as well, and some other stuff to go through too, but we've gotten so much stuff that it's kind of insane, and all we can really do is just start opening them. So attack speed card, I'm not going to open any of more of the cards. We're just going to, I guess we'll chuck everything in here for now, just so that we can open up everything all at once. We've got all these, all these booster packs, which is great. Although it's a little bit unfortunate because there's just so many. But it's all good, it's all good. Increased armor, evolving scaling armor card. That one is really big for this armor set. It's going to be kind of amazing. Juicy Grapes, Alexandrite, or Chromatic Iron. I guess I'll just take Chromatic Iron and we'll chuck it into that one. And Wild Booster Pack. It looks like we can get a blue-red or a red-green. I think it would be best for us to go blue-red for now at least. And we can just start accumulating a bunch of wild cards, and that'll be nice. Mixed Booster Pack. It looks like we got Xenium per Horde mobs killed, or Trap Disarm chance for each blue adjacent stat card. We don't really need Trap Disarm chance, so I guess we'll just go Resistance, although our Resistance is pretty maxed, so there's not a whole ton we can really do there, but it's all good. course, I am trying to make a soul quantity set, so we're working on that too, but for now at least, we're gonna try and just go for other things that we can use right now. Of course, resource stuff, 2 chromatic iron per 20 chests. This is per 20 chests period. So that one's probably the best value, and I will keep that because that's a good resource. Soul quantity, okay, interesting. What about you guys? Ability power, crit hit resistance is big. Cooldown reduction's big as well, and then if we can get anything else crazy, each red adjacent card. See, that would be good were we in a situation where we really needed a ton of, or if we had a ton of good red cards, but it's a little bit unfortunate because I don't think we do. Mana regen's good. We could start working on like an ability power mana regen build too. 2% soul quantity, honestly, you'll love to see it. We're gonna start working on a ability power ability based thing. I think that'll be kind of dope. So we'll do that too. Larimar, Gorgonite, vault plating, that'll get chucked out. I don't really need this one either, so we'll chuck you out as well. And let's see what else we can get. Increased armor. If it's a percentage, that's really, really nice, because we can get an insane amount of increase from that. Attack damage, we'll keep that, I guess. And then what about you? Nothing really, so that guy will get scrapped too. And then we've got 3 more. Mining speed, increased armor, and then we've got some ability power, which will go in there. We got 1 more, which will be... We already have maxed out stuff, I think, in here, unless I need to adjust some stuff around. We have enough red cards to make an adjacent thing for right here. I think we do. So what I can do is I can switch those guys around. Each yellow row card, and so then we can switch... yeah, we can put that one there, and we can just switch those 2 as well. And each blue row stat card. Okay. So that one, that needs to be green. Item rarity, we're good on item quantity. I do think putting that one in there is probably a good idea. And then I can switch these guys around, and then I can put that one in place of that. Blue row stat card. Yep, okay. So, honestly, on the whole, we're getting similar stats, but it did decrease by a tiny bit. I don't think this is getting the benefit of any of the wild card stuff, so we could just replace it with that one to just increase that base. And then we have the wild card for an extra one as well, and we can scrap this guy, which I don't actually know how many we'll be able to get from here, but maybe we can get a level up on the evolution one, which it looks like we can. So this one, we'll get evolution upgrade to get essentially double the stuff from it, so 9.1 and 9.1 item rarity, item quantity. Ability power, armor, wait, where's the armor? Oh, we have an armor card. I guess I could have used a different one, but I mean, I guess that works. Each row stat card, how many stat cards are in this row? Each yellow row card, we've replaced that with that to give us plus 4% soul quantity, and that'll be big. And then, do we really need more attack damage? Honestly, it helps with other stuff, so we'll keep it. And then we can put that in there just to save it for that one, which I do need to start building eventually, but it's fine for now. Anyway, we got all this other stuff to go through. We got a bunch of trinkets. Of course, I'm going to have to go through all the jewels and take care of that. But first, I think I'll just get the rest of this stuff all sorted out. Nice and quick. Well, rolled all the jewels, nothing too crazy, nothing too good, so now I'm just gonna scrap them, and then we gotta roll all of the other gear in here, check it out, maybe we get something good, who knows. Get a nice night of sleep, and then we're ready to roll the gear. Come on, let's see what we get. Hey, let's roll all the gear. We'll start with the epic stuff, and then we'll roll the omega stuff. Any omegas? No omegas. This one's a living magnet. Might be worth it, to be honest. These 2, I think, are kind of mid, so we're gonna get rid of them, but maybe we get something else good, who knows. Doesn't look like we got anything else that's super great, unfortunately. Let's roll the trinkets now. Any new trinkets? This magnet, tiny OG magnet. Okay, it is what it is. It's fine. It's not great, actually, but you know what? Fair enough. We got a sticky, we got a phylactery, wings. I will keep the elvish air, because elvish air is my favorite. And honestly, the rest of these guys, I'll keep the Tenos' necklace, the phylactery, and I think we'll take the other one, but then the rest of the stuff will all get scrapped too. Okay, well now we got the the helmet and the magnet to roll. Maybe we get something good, who knows? Wrong thing. There we go. We got a non-living helmet, and we got I guess it's okay, an alright magnet, but it's not, it's not anything crazy, so we will scrap them both. And you know what? Not disappointed, but you know what? It's all good. And now, I guess we'll modify this magnet to be just as good as the current one, if we can. I don't know how close we'll be able to get it, but it'll be interesting. I mean, you know what? Not bad, not bad. I did end up using all of my remaining of the advanced chaotic foci to upgrade everything to be max, but honestly, the extra soul quantity is gonna go in crazy, so is the reach, and the pickup range is already insane, and it'll level up, so we don't have to worry about continuing to, like, keep it up or anything. So now, the only thing that I need to worry about are my boots, my sword, and I guess a charm, if I were to get a new charm. But I think we're good for now. I mean, it's just tough. We're in a tough situation. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's all chill. Fine. I think we're ready. After I roll all that vault gear that's just gonna end up being just garbage, to run this vault. Okay, I think we're ready. This is gonna be a little interesting, but I think we're ready to go into the vault, and hopefully it's gonna be okay, right? It's gonna be fine. Let's see. What will the bingo cost us? Do we need... Okay. So, we need to kill 10 guardian mobs, we need to loot a bunch of gilded chests, rapidly loot wooden chests, rapidly loot ornate chests, mine some ores, get a multi-kill, kill some champions, flawlessly and silently loot ornates, flawlessly, rapidly kill guardians, rapidly kill assassins, primitively kill assassins. Honestly, relatively doable. We just gotta get a bunch of mobs to spawn. We got this. Well, it does look like this first room is just a ore room, and we already got 3 challenges completed because the killing assassins, primitively, flawlessly, and rapidly. I just went to two of these POIs, I got assassins to spawn at both of them, and then I just walked them all together, and then poison nova'd them, and they all exploded. It worked really well, to be honest. I don't know why they decided to make those challenges like that, but it's all good. Well, those were surprisingly easy. We got the rapidly kill horde mobs and the multi-kill at once by I made a thing, and I tricked all the horde mobs to walk into it, because they spawned from, like, 3 different POIs back here. And, we just ended up getting a ton, and it immediately just destroyed them. The moment I walked close, I put a poison nova down, and they all just exploded. And you know what? Perfect. I'm happy. We also got a bunch more from just getting those, so now I need to loot ornate, I need to kill guardians, kill dungeon mobs, loot some wooden chests real fast, and I guess get more dungeon mobs from, or champions from dungeons, I guess? I think that's the play. Okay, so what we gotta do is we gotta drop down, and then we immediately just start wailing on them, and they'll eventually just... Okay, we got them. We got them. We killed them. We got them. And now I just need to mine some crystals, and then we got it. We got it. Easy dubs. Okay. Let's just get the player gem. Let's target player gems if we can. Looks like there's some player gems over here. So let's get you guys. And let's just grab you guys nice and quick and easy, because I'm a little concerned, because we only have about 5 minutes left for me to be able to, hopefully, get to one of the pedestal things that we need in order to get out, but it should be doable, it'll be fine. And you know what? I'm very happy because we completely blackouted the bingo, which is actually absurd. You'll love to see it. I'm very happy that that happened. And you know what? I'm very proud of myself because we accomplished it before day 100. And I thought we would have to, like, level up a little more, figure out some other stuff, because, oh my gosh, is it hard to get some of these. Which is why, of course, I would highly recommend, if you're playing this pack yourself, to spec into dungeon damage on your weapon, so that you can just wail on the dungeon mobs and not have to worry super much, as well as dungeon resistance, because they do a lot of damage, and it's actually quite scary because they can, even with, I think 15-20% damage reduction, I am still taking some damage from them. I'm getting hit for like a heart and a half, which it just means that I gotta take it slow, but that's, you know, dungeons aren't super bad, which I'm happy about. And it looks like we've got one right over here that we can claim. And we've now completed a full blackout bingo on the smaller card. Yes, it was only a 4x4 card. We'll get the 5x5 later for when we get to level 100. But you know what? That's what really matters, is we did it. I'm happy. You know what? The last vault that we're going to run for this part of this series, rather, is going to be something very fun, very interesting, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it, because we're going to run a vault and see just how many soul shards we can get. But before that, we have to spend all of them, and we have 269, nice, 1,000 soul shards. So I think first what we'll do is we'll roll. I do need a new set of boots. We got cheeseburger feasts. I have actually several more because I keep buying them from vendors whenever I can. Let's see what we have in here. 6-size wooden cattle. Honestly, I'll take it. And now we just gotta splooge and see what else we can get. So I guess I'll just keep doing this until we fill up everything or we spend all our soul shards, which honestly isn't taking that long. But you know what? We did it. And I'm gonna have to sort out everything real quick. Well, it looks like out of all the gear, we got 3 epic guaranteed pluses. We got some pants, honestly not great, and I guess we'll just roll everything else. We got a sword. 73 compared to our current one, not terrible. I mean, it's not anything great either. We got another set of leggings, but our current ones are living, so they're already pretty boss. Then we got some charm, armor increase, whatever, healing efficiency. Not really anything worth writing home about. We got a bunch of cards to go through, and then we will prepare the final crystal for this particular video, which will be quite amazing for day 200. Well, let's open up all these packs and we'll see what we get. Increased area of effect, increased armor. We'll take that one. What about in here? Cold snap, piercing javelin, or toxic vial. Nah, that one's getting scrapped. I don't really need a ton of ability cards or anything crazy like that. Soul quantity, item, for each green row, that says too many stipulations. We're not going to do that. And we've got ourselves attack speed. I'll put that in the attack one, which will be very interesting. Okay, let's see. We got Bennytite, mana. Honestly, mana will go in the mana one, which will be cool. Bitter lemons, increased health. Okay, for each yellow, that has way too many stipulations, though. We'll just do that for now. And let's see what other cards we can get. Okay, it's day 200. We have our crystal ready. We have our our treasure deck changed a little bit. We have soul quantity now instead of more ability power. I did change some stuff around, but it's pretty good, honestly. And now what we're gonna do is we're about to run into this vault. 17x soul boost, 4x challenge stack, level 77. We're just gonna see exactly how many soul shards we get. We're starting with 285, so pretty negligible, like one mob essentially. And we're just gonna run in. We're gonna see exactly how many shards we can get within the 25 minutes, whatever kind of vault it is. If we need to, we'll just leave at the end, but it's all good. We just get what we can, and we get out. Well, without any further ado, let's go! Let's get it! Let's get it! Let's see what we get! Come on! And it's a scavenger vault, so I think we're going to end up just leaving, especially since it seems like no mobs will be giving us anything, essentially. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. It's not too big of a deal. The starting room does seem a little unfortunate, though, because... Oh, that's below us. That's definitely below us. Okay, come on. Let's get it. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. Perfect. Perfection. We're just gonna see just how many shards we can get. We're not gonna worry about looting any chests. We're just here for the shards. That's all I'm here for, is the soul shards. That's all I'm gonna care about. Is just getting rid of as many mobs as possible. Because that's all that matters. We go and we get rid of all the mobs. That's all we do. That's all we gotta do. We just go like crazy. Go crazy. Perfection. And now we just keep going. We just keep going. And as there's a POI over here. Come on. Goodbye. And now we just go away and see if we can do anything else. Because honestly, we're just here for soul shards. That's all we're here for. And if we can't get soul shards, it is what it is. It's fine. I wish there was a way to add other, like, old catalysts. You used to be able to add, like, crowded and stuff to be able to get a ton of the other, like, modifiers on that could be negative, that you could just add pure just negative modifiers to, which was really cool. And I think I'm going to try and add that functionality back in when I am going to do Vault Hunters Plus. Which is happening. We're doing a new version of that, and I'm working on that. And if you want to play that yourself, please let me know, because I need people to let me know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna make it public because it's way too much work, and I don't know if I want to do that. But if you guys do want it, then I will do it for you guys. So do let me know if you want to see that. If you don't, then don't say anything, and you won't get it. So yeah, exactly. Anywho, let's just keep going and getting as many soul shards as we possibly can. I think we're already at like a couple thousand already. Like, I don't. We can check, but yeah, we're at 4,000. Jiminy. Yeah, this is a little absurd, but it's all in good fun, right? We're just chilling. We're just having a good time. You know, it's fine. It's not a problem. We are just having a good time. Okay, let's get ourselves some more building blocks so we can go up here. And then we'll just keep farming soul shards and see just how many we can get by the end of this vault. I'm going to try and spend as much time as possible in the vault so that we can get as much as possible. Of course, maybe we'll get something special. Who knows? Oh, that guy's a champion. Oh, and it has the cleanse, so it can't be super poisoned. Or it gets unpoisoned fast, which is super lame, but it's also trying to run away, which is super, super lame. Could you please stop that? There we go. Oh, I'm out of mana. How? Oh, that guy was sucking away my mana. No wonder. That's crazy. Okay. Well, let's just take you guys out, take you guys on. And unfortunately, we are just gonna have to run, I guess. No real reason to stay. Anywho, we're just going for soul shards. Well, as this vault is, I guess, coming to a close, because I think this is the last room I'm going to go into, I just want to say that I really do appreciate all of the support and all of the help for this, and just all the suggestions in the comments for what I should do, what I should try. I'm definitely going to be taking a little break from Vault Hunters after this particular video, so stay tuned to see what comes next, and yeah, I mean... you know what? Let's just, let's finish up this top floor, and then, we'll go out of the vault, and we'll see just how many soul shards we ended up getting. I'm thinking we ended up getting around about 120,000, but it could be more, it could be less, who really knows? So, without any further ado, let's just, let's get out, and we'll see what we're gonna get. Escaping the vault, and now we're out, and... So, we ended up getting a grand total of, how much, 40, okay, not nearly as much as I thought we would. Maybe I needed to do something different, but you know what? On the whole, not terrible. I did get a little distracted because there was a special room in there. So, you know what? Let's just spend them all, and looks like we got some booster packs. We, of course, got some other stuff. And for the very end of this, we're going to eat all of the burgers that we ended up getting, which actually ends up with quite a few burgers. So we've got a couple of these guys, then we've got 25 of you, 28 of these spicy hearty burgers, which are the biggest ones. So we're already at level 85. Day 201, level 85, quite amazing. 2 expertise points to spend. I'm contemplating putting some into a couple different things, but I do think the first one I want to do is Trinketer, and then the next one is going to be Bartering, as these vendors are very important, and I've been getting a lot of stuff from them, so you know what? More help is better. We're also going to get a little bit of knockback resistance, and what I'm thinking is we also go with some other stuff too. What am I running on here? Just poison with nothing else. We could get a little more heal, or I could modify or go into something else. I think we go dash. I think we go dash purely for movement because we're a little slow as of right now. So, you know, magical arrow that TPs you to its location on impact. You hit a mob. Plus 40 versus 17. I'm gonna definitely keep current dash. And you know what? That's going to be the very end of this particular episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and do all of the things. And also, stay tuned for more. GG's. Bye-bye.